Overthinker. I'll be playing Vellis Vhal, the human merchant.
Hello, I'm Hazel I'm Stabbykins. I'll be playing Hazel Renfield, a human man-at-arms.
Hello, I'm Vironz, playing Rennen Cigon of Etolia, the human witcher.
I'm Grizz, and I'll be your Fatespinner for the evening. Or GM. Depends on how you want to call it. But, how are we doing, players?
We're on top
Present
of this
and accounted
today,
for.
man.
Yeah, we're doing great today. Listen, top tier, excellent work, but let's all settle down and get into everything, right? So, from the very beginning, us mortal souls are cursed with the knowledge that our fate is out of our hands. Preordained by whatever cosmic powers see themselves fit to do so. Through legends scrawled on stone, dusty tomes of forgotten knowledge, and the crooning of the skull on a late night over a campfire, we know our destiny is ours to grasp. The outcome of a thousand choices, this we can't control. But a few, well, this isn't enough. What if you could control your fate, this golden soul string being stretched beyond time? No, such things are beyond the reach of men. And who would endeavor on such a goal? What would it take? What sacrifice would be made? Who would empower such a foolish choice, such a cursed destiny, a scarred fate? Where would an unholy spinner of fortune, should such a thing exist, lie in wait for a fool like that? Oh, surely not in the wonderful scene that we have before us. As we come down onto the top of the continent, slowly going through the clouds and going past the rolling fields and forests of Temeria to the upward corner of it, where the Ponta River slowly flows between the countries of Redania, Cadwin, and Aedern, to the very top where all four of these countries actually coexist. Right near Flotsam, if you were to actually look at a map, but not too close. We come to the idyllic town of Bannockburn. Now, for the most part, it's a relatively unknown settlement despite its large size. And the plains around it are just lush with let me rephrase. They're lush with just crops, vegetables. There doesn't seem to be any blight anywhere. The forests are full of game. You can see rabbits running around and deers coming out of hiding for the day. Ever so briefly, they get a drink of water before going back to the shade, just in case something just, feels a little hungry at the moment. But we aren't quite there yet. We need to back away from Bannockburn a little bit to a small dusty path going through several thick old forests near the outskirts of Bannockburn, where we have a caravan, a small one, only about three actual carriages, some carts pulled by all manner of horse and bulls. You can see people and races of all shapes and sizes, either in the carriages themselves or on the back of these carts. Some people trudging along the sides with their small packs. The dusty road is actually kicked up a little bit. You can actually see it kind of forming a slight fog underneath everyone's feet, but it's not too dusty because it rained a few days before. It's where we find this caravan that we see the three men in question. Our lovely characters. We have, actually, let's ask. Let's see who we want to go first here. Stabbykins.
Oh no.
Your death is upon you. Where would we find your character, and would you mind just describing Hazel for us a little bit?
Absolutely. So right now, he would honestly probably be riding in one of the carriages of this caravan, mostly busying himself with kind of flipping through his book, taking some notes down in margins, and just kind of busying his mind for the moment. looking to Hazel Renfield, you would see a young but hearty man of, I would say probably mid-20s looking, sandy blonde hair, good strong jaw, and I would say a lean but sturdy physique. Currently clothed in what appears to be some rather nicely dyed leathers of blues and yellows, kind of styled in the fashion sense of what we would know in reality as a Landsknecht, mercenary. On top of this, he also appears to have some rather thick plate leggings on top and has a rather large sword currently draped along his lap. At the moment, he merely pushes up his spectacles and gazes down quizzically at his book as he continues to sort of busy himself with whatever notes he seems to be taking.
As you sit there reading through your book and taking these small notes, you can't help but feel the gaze of a few of the other passengers kind of quizzically, because you're not exactly dressed not normal, but you're quite a colorful character if all things are concerned. But the caravan's been moving for quite some time and they become accustomed to your appearance. But a sellsword, as bright as you are, clearly studious, you've got the attention of a few people, and you do see two dwarves that have been like muttering to themselves for the past while, like scratching their chins and going over books themselves, and you hear them like quietly arguing about potential business in Bannockburn. And one of them you've come to know as Shimia. He's a bit on the older side for a dwarf. You can definitely see the grays coming in. And his younger brother Olmus just arguing over numbers, and you can clearly see them like counting coin repeatedly in their hands, and one of them finally turns to you. It's like, hate to bother you right now, but can you you were really helpful. We feel like we've miscounted our coin, and you were able to count it out clearly in front of both of us, but Olmus over here doesn't think you did it right. Olmus is like, well, I mean, that's great. First of all, I don't think you did it wrong. I want that perfectly clear. I just think we should recount it, because we're going to be in Bannockburn by the end of the day, and if we're off by either 100, well, it's going to show up pretty quickly, and then, the boss isn't going to like it if this happens. Like, I think he did it fine. Do you mind just helping us out real quick, Hazel?
He'll kind of snap the book shut as he pushes his spectacles back up the bridge of his nose. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be too much trouble. Set the coins about, and let us begin counting once more.
Yeah, they carefully put out you can tell it's like a large drawstring sack, and you can tell tied in certain parts of the corner, so you can just lay it out flat and then pull everything upright. Not the fanciest contraption, but it works. And as they lay it out, everything on the floor of this carriage, they got to put out their coin. You can see Olmus has a hand on one of the daggers on its side, and the other passengers, you can see two older humans, probably a husband and wife couple, kind of being like, "That's a lot of money over there," but they're not going to mess with it because they see you coming over to help with your massive sword next to you. And they're like, yeah, I wouldn't risk it for the world. Yeah. And as you start, yeah, right. It's like, this seems like a bad idea. You start counting over all the coins with them. And the camera kind of goes and shifts off to a different carriage, a little bit behind, maybe about 20 or so yards behind, being pulled by two rather sprightly horses that seem to be arguing with each other, if anything, and the driver's having a little tough time controlling them. We see, well, I'd like to go first, but you know what? I'm just going to pick one of you. How is our Witcher doing today? Would you mind describing them?
Yeah, I mind. Our Witcher's doing fine. He is kind of on a semi-self-imposed job at the moment. He's working with a contractor he's worked with before. He's with our other character, Vellis, and he's sitting kind of uncomfortably as both of his swords are kind of like being poked slightly into his back, forcing him to sit very straight and stiff as like, because it's two swords, and he also is kind of like adjusting his daggers a bit to be a little bit more splayed out, so it's a little bit more relaxed. But he is still kind of like, if there's windows or anything that he's able to like look out of, he is doing that to check for threats probably every 2 to 5 minutes.
For threats every 2 to 5 minutes. You got it. All right. And with that in mind, since you're directly next to him, OT, how's Vellis doing today? And if you don't mind describing him as well.
Vellis is in high spirits. He is I think a lot of the other merchants wonder why he hires security, as he is himself kind of a mountain of a man. He's probably telling some silly story to his moody bodyguard as he guides the horses from the seat. Yeah. He's got a full beard, lots of jewelry, lots of tattoos, has clearly lived a full life surrounded by delicious food. Yeah.
Right. I think at this point you do. Well, both of you are like not tense, but you're certainly not relaxed. The driver of this one, you've been kind of sitting in the same one for a while now. Bodast, he's a younger human. He's a bit on the shorter side, but he's quite muscular himself. He's pretty quiet and stuff like that, but he's been struggling with these horses for a while now, and as such, the carriage kind of goes over a rough patch, and you feel the whole thing kind of do like a quick 2 feet off the ground before settling hard and like jostling everybody in it. Then he gives everyone like an apologetic back look at there's like 4 other people in the carriage with you.
Bo, are you sure you don't need a hand?
No, sir. They get kind of ornery sometimes.
My friend here has a real way with animals, so if you need help, just give us a wave, and he can come up there and join you.
I'm gonna give him this stern look.
You see him kind of shrink into himself. No, Father just says they need a stern hand, and if I exert my presence a bit more, I should be able to control them just fine.
Stern hand. You plan to develop one of those before we get to the village, or is that something you'll be working on while we're there?
It's something that takes time, as you said once.
Well, be kind to the kid.
Oh no, he's doing a good job. I just want to make sure he's got the support that he needs.
Much appreciated, sir.
Of course, Bo.
Which is like, he has like a raggedy, like I don't want to call it a sack, but it is a hat. He like tips that to you, kind of goes over one eye a bit. He's like maybe 17. You understand this. Yeah, the trail goes on. But I will say, The sun is fairly high in the sky, and it is getting a little warmer out. Let's see. Actually, as we're going, hey Rennen,
Yes.
how you doing? And you, what goddamn is that roll? Where in the goddamn? Make me a wilderness survival check. First roll of the game. Don't mess it up.
Don't say that. I'm pretty sure I said that to you as well. Any additional modifiers?
+1. Are paying attention, looking around at your survival, your surroundings. Every Mary, Mother of Joseph.
There's a tone setter.
Yeah. So
no.
That's for the people at home. I rolled a 10 on a D10. With my skill roll
in this system.
Yes, with my skill roll, totaling up to 26.
Nice.
Okay. So, man, well, this is less dramatic than I wanted it to be. Goodness gracious me. As you're going, it's the clop of hooves, it's the trudging of feet, it's the creaking of wheels, maybe the slight babbling of a brook nearby. As you finish up this conversation with Bodas and Vellis, take another hard look around. You've been on the road a while. You understand how your surroundings work, but you start to realize it's like, I don't hear anything. Nothing.
Oh, way the
Like,
fuck!
this is
way the fuck too quiet.
Well, I'm not done yet. The trees aren't moving. You don't hear any birds. And you sure as don't hear like scuttling in the underbrush. It's completely quiet. Nice day, though. Free to do with that information as you will.
I'm gonna pull out one of my daggers.
So anyway, I was waist deep in the. What are you doing?
It's too quiet. It's way too
Vellis
quiet.
is loading his pipe. Quiet. Oh, I suppose it has gotten.
Is way too quiet. No birds, no animals, no noises from the trees.
Well, it's a good thing we've got some able bodies around to keep an eye out for that sort of thing. You won't mind if I stay here while you investigate?
Just like old times.
You do see Vellis put his very smelly tobacco back in the pouch.
Putting that good shit where it belongs.
Are we
so as not to obstruct the sense of smell.
Are we the last carriage?
Yes, you are. So in this caravan in particular, you have the third carriage, which is being driven by Bodas and the rowdy stallions. The carriage before you is currently being driven by someone, as you know now, as Eckerd. He's a portly man, kind of on the shorter side, and just like a mustache that will not quit. It's bushy as all shit. And the leader of the caravan is being driven by a pair of oxen and Aissa of Risberg, a very tall, very just happy-go-lucky woman. She's currently the leader of the caravan in the far front, about call it 60 yards ahead.
What was her name?
Aissa, Aissa of Risberg, Rissberg.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Suspecting possible thieves, is there some kind of signal or whistle I could give to be like, hey, we're the ones you don't attack?
At this point, with this caravan, you've all been traveling together for the better part of 5 days, so they would just recognize you on sight.
Right, I mean, if there's someone in the woods with bows and arrows.
Oh,
Yes, bandits after
Like a
us,
whistle.
not the bandits in the caravan.
well, hey, listen.
Yes.
If you just put out a whistle, they'll probably like stop, like whistle, like, hey, whoa, stop for a second. Like that'll probably be the thing. There was no like in deep communication, like you're all just traveling together.
Right, I am talking about someone hiding in the trees planning to kill us right now with bow and arrow. If they're a criminal who's part of a specific organization, I would hope I have a way to say, hey, I'm one of the ones you're not supposed to kill. Without letting
Here's a better
everyone around
question.
me know.
Here's a better question for you. Since you're the head of that particular organization, wouldn't you know that they were there?
Valid.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know of any bandits in this area who pay to us.
Not that I know of, no.
As
Also,
Cool.
so it's like, hey, I'm on my way to Bannockburn. Don't rob that road would probably be a memo that you send out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I
see what you're saying now. I was just like, wait, what are you? Oh, do I have a code phrase to my people? You probably do. Are they probably here? They don't really have a reason to be robbing the roads around northern Temeria.
Gotcha.
There's definitely bulkier places to the south.
I am going to whistle out for the caravan to stop, though.
All right. You let out a nice low whistle, and the whole thing comes to like a rumbling slow, and you hear a couple of grumbles in the front where some people were probably sleeping in the bin in the noonday sun. And you do hear a baby up in the very front carriage fussing a little bit with her mother. Bodas would look behind and like, what seems to be the problem?
Is our carriage covered or covered
they're
cloth or something? Anything?
Partially, yeah. They're not like that typical. I mean, everyone's been getting out into camp, like tenting. So
So it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this as an American, kind of like the more Oregon Trail-esque carriage kind of thing, where it's just like a cloth top where it's just fully exposed to the back.
Yeah,
okay.
That'd be pretty adequate.
Yeah.
Let's call them wagons with covers.
Wagons with covers. Bodast.
Forgive me, Master Bo. I've had a bit too much wine and need to take a leak. Imagine a few of us could stretch our legs.
You will stay here, Vellis. Bodast. Also in the carriage. I need to investigate. And I'm going to hop out and walk to the second carriage and basically encounter Hazel is my plan.
Sure. Hazel, as everything comes to a stop, the dwarf brothers are both like, what's happening? Put the coins away. I'm putting the coins away. Put the coins away. I'm putting the coins away. They see them like rustle everything back into a sack.
Away from actually completing the count.
What count were you at when it'll add 6?
Yes, of course.
Do you remember the count?
There's like a blank look in Hazel's face. What we'll get there when we get there. First, we should probably see why this caravan's stopping.
You with the sword.
He perks a brow and swivels his head around slowly.
Hazel, come with me. Investigate.
Oh, I suppose, if needs must. And he'll slowly stand up, brush his fineries off, and he will step out of the carriage.
Is there any scout-like people in the first carriage?
before that happens, speaking of the first carriage, as you turn to look at it, you are kind of like faced with. Actually, how tall is Rennen?
Did I ever put that in? I don't.
I guesstimate it's fine.
I'm probably gonna say about 6 foot.
Cool. You turn to go look at it, and you're kind of like staring into the chin of Asa, the leader of the caravan, and she looks down at you with a puzzled expression on her face. It's like, what seems to be the problem?
Second time being asked. Listen. Do you know what you're not hearing?
Listen, I let you bomb this caravan to assist if possible, but also give you passage. I don't need any. How do I put this? Estimations or estimate of your feelings. Tell me what's wrong, or we're going to keep going. We need to be in Bannockburn by the end of the day.
Hazel will flip through a few pages where he hasn't been writing notes. There's been a few sketches, but his brow quirks a little. How long has it been since we've actually seen a creature about? I usually like to sketch on the trip, but I don't seem to have very many samples.
It's been long enough to notice silence. There is no birds or animals making noise. You can't hear the wind rustle through the trees. This is not what you're feeling. This is basic survival.
All right, then we probably don't want to keep staying here in this one spot, do we? Sorry, if you think there's danger afoot, shouldn't we keep going? Or if you want to take a look around, make it quick. I am sorry. Baby won't stop crying.
It's understandable. Not the first baby I've heard cry for hours on end. I will make it quick, hence why I'm grabbing extra help.
You've got 10 minutes.
Understood. In the first carriage, there is no scout-like people. Just a family?
No.
Okay.
As far as people ready and armed, there are 2 of you.
Yeah,
as far as
the 2 of us. Okay, cool.
If you want to take a deeper look at the people surrounding you, or say that you have, I'll let you try to do a pass roll of like sizing everyone up as you got on the caravan, but just glancing around, mostly humans, the dwarf brothers, there's like 2 or more dwarves. You don't see any elves. But if you want to do a passive roll for like sizing everyone up before you get on, we can do that.
Would that be human perception?
Yes, it would. Also, Vellis and Hazel can do that too. Or,
Good thing I'm human.
Well, first of all, rude. But I will also allow just basic awareness or
My professional skill is called Well Traveled. Lets me roll to just know about an area that I've been to.
Yes. I would say I would allow you to use Well Traveled to just like look at somebody and kind of get a gist of what they're actually about.
Okay. What if strange silences are usual in this area? Maybe. I don't know. Up to you.
This is definitely strange. This would not be normal for this neck of the woods.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm going to roll awareness.
14, 10, and 18.
My Well Traveled is also a 19.
19?
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering to do that. Sick.
Yep.
All right. Hazel.
Yes.
These are some mighty nice folks you've been traveling with. Some of them make some excellent grub. Everyone's willing to share with you because you've been just like so studious and helpful and stuff like that. You even helped with the baby like a night or two ago. You're just like, you know, it's a nice guy. Feed the mercenary. It's a pretty good dude. Everyone seems to be like what they actually are. Rennen. While everyone seemingly appears as they appear, there is an elf. You don't know where they are. Just looking around. And frankly, for the past 5 or so days, you've maybe seen them twice and only talking to Aissa before they seemingly vanish into the woods around you.
Did they give any Witcher medallion vibrations?
Who?
The elf. Like being around them.
You were never close enough to find out.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. It was very much beginning of Caravan, like, oh, there's an elf. Oh, the elf is gone. Where the fuck's the elf? Where the fuck's the elf? But they are very good at what they do, clearly. Vellis. Same kind of thing. There is an elf. You have seen them probably a few more times, but actually just in the woods. And as far as people being in the trees, you saw that elf once or twice. Real quick, though. And with your well-traveled eye, you got just... It doesn't seem to be Scoia'tael, but definitely knows the woods and is probably well-armed. Doesn't seem to be a threat, though.
We've got an extra bodyguard out there somewhere. Back in the carriage, she's like, well, you know, the last time I was through here, I saw the strangest bird. And da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Hazel.
Rewind, fast forwarding, and present day.
Yes. Hazel, walk out to the west for 5 minutes and walk out southwest for 5 minutes, go north for 3, then come back. And I'm going to do the same, but southeast, north, come back. Make it like 10 minutes in total worth of scouting and covering at least our side flanks.
Sounds good.
All right. Will you both make the roll? Let's see. I will take either wilderness survival or awareness.
Any modifiers on this?
No.
Okay. Why was that a -2?
So that will be a 20 total.
I crit failed. Yay. It looks like my regular rolls are back, people.
Oh no.
Way to go, Hazel. Okay, good job, Hazel. You're doing great. Hazel.
Yeah.
You don't need Witcher senses to be like, nice woods. Any greenery. Other than the crunch of leaves underneath your feet and maybe almost accidentally stubbing your toe on a moss-covered rock or two. Nothing. It's still. The only movement is yourself.
This is awfully barren.
Yeah, it's lush and green and beautiful around accounts. You're seeing all kinds of foliage and beautiful flowers you've never seen before, but it is quiet.
Oh, well, I suppose I ought to be getting back then.
Rennen. No.
Well, this is just it's real bad. But it's session 1, and thankfully it wasn't on something too terribly important. If it wasn't for your ability to just turn around and see your own footsteps, you would have gotten fucking lost. You lose pretty much all track of where you were going, the cardinal directions. Like, the only proof that you were in these woods to begin with is your own footprints that you were able to carefully follow back. But you're still about 5 minutes late. Past the time Asa gave you when you finally make your way back around, and you don't sense anything. You don't honestly, if you hadn't already recognized that everything was completely still and quiet, it would have just been like a walk in the woods for you. But you are late, and you do see Asa like preparing to have the caravan move again by the time you come back around, and Hazel's already by at the second carriage. Oh, there you are. What to leave without you? I gave you 10 minutes.
Sorry, got a bit distracted.
Did you find anything interesting out there?
No, just more silence.
Well, I suppose that's better than the alternative.
Apologies, Asa. I was paranoid.
Although paranoia has never been that bad, but next time, just coming up to the front and give me a little warning or say I want to take a look around while we're moving. I'd rather not sit where the danger could be. She kind of like, you got to see her look out into the woods and give, if you weren't like directly next to her, you probably wouldn't hear it. A low, quiet 2-time whistle just kind of underneath her breath. Before she goes, like, snaps the reins and starts the caravan moving again.
As you climb back into the back carriage, Vellis is there. So anyway, I'm butt naked in my destroyed camp with 100 geese bearing down on me, and all I can think is, where's the cheese? Oh, you're back!
The cave?
Bots, I hope I hope you know he's making every single word up.
No, it's all true.
Well, I don't see why he would lie to me like that. Like, yeah, he's just kind of like nodding, saying just like, he's only ever told me the truth, and he gives me really good advice. Fixes his hat again.
Horse boy, up you get.
He like scratches the little scruff he has on his chin and looks a bit more confident in himself as he attempts to lead the horses in a less unruly way as the caravan moves forward. But it's still just as quiet, Rennen.
I'm still holding my dagger, and I'm like still like rubbing my thumb against the hilt of it. Or like as I'm holding, I'm just rubbing my thumb, and I don't trust this, but I don't know what's going on.
And the caravan was.
No, go ahead.
No, it's please speak amongst yourselves.
So what seems to be the trouble here? Have you found a hole in your expertise?
Like every human and elf and dwarf, a witcher can get distracted from time to time.
Oh, and what's got your fancy just now?
Perhaps just this once. The quiet. It's unnatural. I don't trust it. But undoubtedly, it is somewhat nice.
I can't say I agree all that much. It's a little bit distressing, if you ask me.
How did you hear us from again?
You said it was quiet.
I mean, you actually see him just like in the carriage with Because he wandered back following you.
That's fair. You can get in whatever
I was
carriage
going
you
to say,
want.
there
Like,
is room in our carriage.
there's, I mean, all in all, and there's probably like 30 odd people in this traveling thing because there are other wagons besides the 3 main carriages, and there's people walking alongside them. Like, there's plenty of people and a lot of room.
Oh, hello, lad. Come to join the fun carriage.
Yes, I suppose.
Well, hop on up.
I'll
You've already met my partner in crime over here.
I see.
I glare at Vellis.
He's just grinning.
He is joking.
I'm Vellis. I imagine you've met me over a bowl of stew only.
Perhaps. My name is Hazel. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And the pleasure is all mine. So what do you make of this quiet forest? Are we to be carried off by grubbins or stolen from by nibs?
Well, if any such creature were present, I probably would have been
real.
sketching it by now.
So no grubbins or nibs.
Not even a common finch around these parts.
Then I suppose we've a safe travel ahead.
One can certainly hope.
Right.
What about you, Witcher? Have you encountered anything like this before?
Absolute quiet. No. Would not be the first time I've been spurned by plants either. They're not always the easiest things to kill.
Well, I can only hope this isn't the work of some fell magic.
It is not.
Speaks with such certainty, such conviction.
I would not need to rely on my own senses if it were magic. Both of you should know this.
I'm no student of your lore, my friend.
Yes, the thing about your neck. Yes?
He'll kind of like with his free hand, he will actually kind of like grab the medallion and just kind of like nod. So he's holding it, actually squeezing it to make sure it's not giving the slightest vibration.
Hey, Rennen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the depths of your soul, you trust that medallion with your life.
Correct.
And for everything that's ever happened to you around it, it always reacts exactly when you need it to, so you've never had a reason to mistrust it.
Don't fuck
However,
with me
if you
here.
hadn't grabbed it just now, you wouldn't know that it was moving. Ever so slightly. It's moving.
I'm gonna okay, how am I gonna do this? I am gonna kind of do this like stretch up, like with just my like offhand, and grab the silver blade for now. Just hold that like pose, kind of like being in preparation. Sorry,
Both of you see him do this after.
Yeah.
Yep, Hazel is slowly reaching up to the handle of his Gledif, and T is actually gonna poke his head out of the carriage and just keep a good sentry of the rear.
Vellis, for a second, drops his, like, The funny sort of leaves his eyes, gives you an appraising look, catches the silver blade, gives a little nod. Now, where was I? Right. The cheese.
Fucking God.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you keep telling that story, sir. I'd most appreciate it.
Did you mention the whores yet?
Oh, I was getting to that. What my friend has just spoiled is that it was in fact the whores who had the cheese.
Oh, Miss Ace doesn't want me to learn about those.
Well, then I shall tell the story quietly.
I'll tell the abridged version, by that I mean it's extremely detailed.
Why do I get the sense that I've heard a story about cheese-stealing whores before?
And Vellis will go on with the tale.
And the caravan moves on. The dust getting kicked up. Quiet conversation. You can hear it from the other carriages. One of the wagons has an extra squeaky wheel right now for probably picked up some vegetation, got all gunked up, but everything keeps moving forward at pace. It's just as quiet. Until there's two brief whistles from the front. And Asa calls out, "Gonna give the steeds a break." That's the wrong voice. Gotta give the steeds a break. Fuck it.
Slightly more Irish.
Yeah, it's fine. Gotta give the steeds a break. And you see her as you poke your head out the window, gesture over to a tributary of the Pontar coming down from the north, like a decent sized brook off to the side that kind of has some slightly steep embankments, but kind of has some low spots where everyone can kind of settle in and get some water. And the drivers lead the beast forward to get some water, and everyone kind of like lines up along the bank of the river, stream, brook, running water.
Now, Bo, don't forget to check for burrs. The horses are carrying anything it can dig in, and it's bad for them.
Yes, Mr. Vellis.
Good lad.
Like nods vigorously and gets to. I mean, you see him actually dealing with the horses with an extremely well-trained and guided touch. Like he knows horses, and they actually do trust him.
They were just being rowdy right then.
Yeah, as you can tell, like just him dealing with the horses are just assholes. Like it's not him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be shitheads to this beautiful child. Like that's kind of what they're doing right now. Like one of them, you're pretty sure doesn't have a burr, but just wants his the inside of his hooves extra clean. Like they're just like that. Mm-hmm. Prima donnas. But yeah, everyone's gathering around the stream to get some water. And the only sound is the stream.
Around, Rennen's actually going to walk up to the first carriage. Is anybody by it in it right now?
There's the mother with the baby because she doesn't want to like leave it too often. And she's also traveling by herself. The only other person with her is Yelena, that you kind of know by name. She's been kind of like doing quiet bard songs over campfires over the past few nights. She's been kind of keeping to herself and just keeping an eye on the baby with the mom. About it.
Yelena, why don't you take the mother and child to the stream? I'm sure you all could use some water.
That's a fairly good idea, but and she like looks at the two of them. Like the kid's passed out, and like mom looks like she wants to fall asleep too. It's like, I think I'll just take the water skin and get it myself. I don't want to tire her out too much. It's been a long journey.
Good idea.
And she'll.
So about, only because it matters and because of the spell, about 3. Rennen is going to go back about 3 meters from the where the mother and child are in the carriage, and he's going to cast Yrden
Okay.
With 1 stamina, because I just kind of need to see if there's any incorporeal creatures around.
There is not.
Still getting the very, very low hum on my medallion.
Are you still holding it?
Oh, yeah. I haven't let go.
It's gotten slightly stronger.
Being by the first carriage?
No. I wish you had told me you were holding on to it. It got stronger as you approached the brook.
I'm gonna go join the rest of the caravan by the brook then.
Cool. Am I to assume you're going to keep holding on to it?
Oh yeah. Until it stops vibrating, I'm gonna keep holding on to it.
Word.
Hazel would have also been going over to the stream, mostly to just kind of check to see if there's any kind of like fish swimming about, or if it's like clear, or if there's like anything in the water.
Give me an awareness check.
Absolutely.
What is Vellis up to while this is happening?
Oh damn.
I don't even look yet.
Vellis is refilling his own water skins, and I think probably has sidled up next to Elaine and is like, so, I feel like I was telling you a tale at dinner last night, and you said you wanted to hear the whole thing so you could tell it at the bars. Do you want to hear the rest now, or shall we wait until we're in town?
Before she responds, and as everyone's beginning to fill their water skins, Hazel.
Yeah.
You take a good long look over this entire brook area as you go down to one of the low dips near the water. And it is beautifully clear. Like, you can clearly see near the bottom plenty of small trout and stuff like that. Some larger fish that kind of lurk near the deeper hidden undercrops of some of the stones, waiting for something to come by and eat up. And with another fucking crit, fuck you. God damn.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, did I do that?
Oh my god, did I do that? You glance across the other side of the brook. And there is something kind of hugging underneath one of the undercrafts of the actual brook itself. And with a fucking crit, you can just see there's clearly a body there.
Does it look loaded? Can I tell from my distance?
No.
How many people are gathering to the stream right now? And have anybody have any of them actually reached the water yet?
People are beginning to fill their water skins. You see Vellis actively about to fill his water skin before while talking to Yelena.
Hazel will give a short firm whistle, and he will motion for everyone to back away from the water.
What's this about? I'm not a dog.
Everyone stops what they're doing immediately. Many of them had buckets for plenty of water, and they back away from the river, their eyes wide, looking around, what's going on. It's short and loud.
Sorry?
Is it a short, loud whistle?
Not super loud. He's trying to keep it to where they can hear it, but it's not necessarily going to echo out into the forest.
If you were trying to reach the ears of 20 people all trying to do things, is it short and loud or just short? It's like a quick whistle for the people immediately around you. Sorry, this is important.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, he's trying to reach that many people. It probably would be short and loud.
Gotcha. Yeah, everyone stops what they're doing. Everyone kind of wheels back and is Ace is like, for the love of what's happening now? Like you see the look in her eyes is like, come on. We're so close. As she begins the journey over to you, trying to check on everyone. What's happening? What do you see?
It's across the bank.
Yeah, she follows your eye line.
Vellis comes over too.
Oh.
Well, now.
I think it's on the other side of the river. We should be able to get fresher stuff from up the stream, of course, but I wonder who that was.
Do I arrive by this time?
Yeah, you're not that far away from everyone. They pulled up I'm a 10 yards short of the river and went down to the river. You're right around the area. You clearly see what everyone's looking at. You have Witcher eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I need to roll? Is it a drowner? Do I need to roll Witcher training to be able to tell that?
As far as you can tell, it's just a body. And granted, if it was a drowner, it would have started moving already. You know that much.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you do anything else while you're approaching the water?
How strong is the vibration?
Much stronger as you're approaching the water and where everyone's standing.
I'm going to be quiet and specifically look to Asa over my shoulder and kind of go motion, do the hand motion of get back kind of thing.
All right.
Get back, and also the hush finger.
Okay. As you make the motion and she's kind of focusing on the body, doesn't quite see you, but she's turning around. I need the three of you to all roll me awareness checks.
Oh boy.
Goody.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Hazel, lend us your 5'6" height and vision.
So that's a 24 for me.
All right. And as you do get bonus points on that awareness, Hazel, don't forget to add your stuff. Oh. Your stats are incorrect. Don't forget. So you're gonna have to add whatever the difference is, right?
Oh, yes. Thank you. That'll be a 19.
Cool. Vellis, at this point, he looks a little suspicious of everything that's going on and has sort of folded his arms in front of him, which leaves his right hand conveniently right near Cleaver.
Good. And I'm really glad to hear that, Vellis, especially since you got a crit. It's really important that you did. Vellis, you hear screaming.
From the carriage?
No. From underneath you.
Oh.
And if you hadn't been standing there, you would not have heard it. Something deep underneath the ground is screaming, and it sounds human. But do you yell back to the wagons?
No, in that case, and no one else is reacting to this?
No one else can hear it.
What in bloody hell? Witcher! They're screaming. Underground. Sounds like someone's buried or in a cave. Just here.
Okay, that sounds weird. But is possibly creative problem solving. I don't know. Would the use of it's Ard. Ard, the fourth push thing. I've been playing too much Star Wars games. Doing that into the ground, would that kind of help start clearing ground?
You can give it a shot. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, everyone in the audience. Let me rephrase this. You can most certainly try.
Question from me. Is the riverbank high enough away from the water that there could be an inlet under it and some sort of cave?
No,
Or does the dirt run straight into the water?
the dirt runs straight into the water.
Gotcha. I think Vellis starts to dig.
Before that happens, Rennen, are you doing the push into the ground?
I'm going to wait to see what the other two are going to do first before I go to the most direct route.
Sure. Hazel, what are you doing?
Even the best.
Oh, that is a good question.
That's why I asked it, buddy.
I think he's going to get ready to draw his blade in the event that anything decides to pop out of the ground, because this does not feel right at all.
Okay. So, here's what's happening around you. Vellis has said that there's someone underneath and screaming and starts digging into the ground. Rennen looks prepared to do something, and I'm not saying that this means like a meaning way. It's just what she seems like you're doing. And Hazel draws his sword. Everyone else starts to panic because they do not know what is happening right now. As everyone else starts scrambling and like the thunder of feet as everyone starts moving up the bank back towards the carriages.
Shit.
The sudden jostle of the carriage as you start digging wakes the baby, and the mom is confused. Yelena is looks worriedly at you, Vellis, and to see you hear be careful as everyone starts talking loudly and pushing themselves to get up the bank. While this all is happening, Vellis, are you on your hands and knees digging?
Yeah.
As you start doing that and hearing everything about this, you are the first to feel it. You feel you've been on the ground before when something heavy hits the ground, how everything kind of goes up once. Like a deep
proverbial.
And you feel that from underneath you, and you feel the ground start to move and shake and split and widen. And as your hands kind of go into the ground, you realize you're not digging, it's just opening up beneath you. I am going to ask real quick, as the earth starts to widen underneath your feet, to give you the opportunity to do this. Let's see here. To give me try to be nice about this too.
Dodge escape or physique endurance.
Let's do dodge escape. You can clearly see it happening to you, so I'll give you a +5.
Gotcha. With a yell of "It's coming up!" he throws his whole self just away.
Nice.
That is an actual total of 23.
Sick. And Rennen and Hazel, you watch with horror as he throws himself backwards. It doesn't seem to be as much as coming up as it seems to be this this massive maw-like shape begins to form as the ground opens up, and you just get this massive stench of decay and rot and old wood and swamp gas as this dark cloud starts to come up out of the ground, and you see tendrils start to move and grow and a kind of escape, and you feel this cracking underneath you. As Hazel, underneath you, the ground just starts to rise up, and Rennen, underneath you, you feel the ground rise up, and as you look behind you, it seems to be this long snake-like tail something to crumble out of the ground and lodge itself up as this deep beast starts to rise up out of the actual riverbank itself, and you all are pushed back and start to shake itself and move and grow. And as the maw kind of comes up and around, you just see this endless deep gap deep inside of it as this long snake-like being made of just stone, bramble, rot, and mud come out of the ground. And because you're so close to a Vellis, you can see inside of the mouth, deep inside, where it slowly starts to turn into just more mud and just a viscous, gross, like swamp-like fluid, a hand in the muck, and you hear the scream again.
Like there's somebody in there screaming. Sucks to be them.
And this thing, just by quick glance, as you are separated, like as it shuffles up, it's probably like close to like 5 feet in diameter, and you just see this long, trailing snake-like thing that seems to be about 20 feet long, just shuffling itself out of the actual ground as it starts to like turn and try to get the bead on everyone in the area. Let's have a fight.
Oh God.
Before we get into the fight, though, it is only fair, as it begins to look upon its prey, that we allow everyone to take certain reactions or movements so they're not immediately in its way, because it's taken about 20 seconds to actually get itself out of the riverbank itself. So, as whip-like tendrils start coming off of its body and everything like that, and it's shuffling off all the rock and shale that it was hiding underneath, would anyone like to do anything or check anything before we get started?
Yeah, sure. I mean, since Hazel was already getting ready to throw blades, I think he'll probably end up reflexively like taking a huge cleaving swipe at the tendrils.
Okay. What about you, Rennen?
How much am I allowed to do? Because there's 2 things I want to do, and if I can only do one, I know which one I want to do first.
Name the 2 things. I can tell you what you probably have time for.
I want to take my Thunderbolt potion, and I also want to cast Quen on myself. Technically 3 if you include drawing the Silver Sword.
Well, I'm not drawing a weapon. I'm not concluding a part of the action.
Okay.
Like, you just draw it. Like, I'm just not that kind of DM. Like, I'm a warrior 55 years, but it takes me a whole action to pull out this sword I've been using the entire time. Yeah. Nah. You probably have time to down that potion. Just gulp.
Okay.
Yeah. You saw that thing. You don't know what it is yet, but it's probably big, a problem, and likes to swallow people whole. So, yeah. Vellis, what would you like to do? Besides dip.
Yeah, Vellis falls, like pushes back in a seated position a few steps. For a split second, considers the course that his life has taken and wonders if it ended now, would it all have been worth it? And then the thing like turns and he sees a hand in its mouth. And I think he says, it's not going to be me. And like gets up and moves around it so that the 2 fighters are between him and it, and he is between it and the carriages, and draws a weapon.
Okay. But you definitely had time to scurry around this thing. Okay, so we're going to do a loose turn order. We're probably going to do this a bit more like a spotlight, back and forth to make sure everyone gets to do something. So it's just barely getting its bearings. So you shuffled away. Hazel, go ahead and swing your swung.
I'm swinging. All right. I guess in this case will be a strong strike. But no on the extra action. Would this be considered arms and or limbs in this case?
No.
Or should I just do random? Okay, random on the target location?
Yeah.
Okay. Any bonuses to the attack or no?
No.
Gotcha. All right, and that will be a. Oh, my body's actually calculated correctly. Oh, it sucks that I only rolled that much.
Your body is calculated correctly?
Yeah.
No, it hits.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, it absolutely hits. And this massive fucking two-hander just goes straight into it, and you feel it just like sink in, and you see it just like opens up like this earthen core, and just like around your blade, just the equivalent of swamp muck just up and oozes out around the blade itself. And you hear just like deep from just like deep inside of it as the head kind of like wiggles around and shuffles its body around.
Oh, okay.
Now, can you do me a solid?
Yeah.
Make a strength check to pull your blade out.
Okay. Okay. Can do.
Physique check. My bad.
Physique.
Okay.
All right. 20.
Yeah. You kind of plant your foot into it and kind of like and pull it out, and you realize it's sunk in real easy, but as it kind of moved around, you kind of felt the earth that it's kind of made of kind of like ooze its way back around your blade just kind of instinctually, and you are able to get your sword back out. It's a tough motherfucker. It's easy to hit, but maybe you don't want to.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Of the three of you, I'll see this as well. All right. Now we're going to kind of get into the loose turnover thing. It is ready and willing to start doing stuff as it kind of like whips its head over towards you, Hazel. And you see it just kind of like, it kind of feels snake-like. With a mass this thick and wide and what it's made out of, you think it wouldn't move as fast as it does, but it kind of feels like this is its environment. This is what it's made for: rock, earth, muck, mud. As it kind of like slurps its way towards you, and you feel the mouth is open, extra goddamn wide, and before it kind of closes upon you, out of the corner of your eye, you feel. Wait, and you see just two long, thick tendrils just kind of try to latch their way around you, and I'm going to try to hit you.
Don't like that. Hate it.
Oh, why are you hating it?
No.
Right. And how would you like to dodge?
How would I like to dodge? He's gonna tuck and roll and just try and weave under the tendrils that are trying to latch onto him as he is attempting to get the fuck out of the way of them all.
Good up.
Sweet. And I'm gonna assume that is a dodge. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a 17 total. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, well, so as you try to like begin the process of tucking and rolling, one just latches its way around your calf, and as you try to like dodge out of the way, you just stop short as this pulls you taut, and you feel the other one latch around like going up around your torso, and you feel it just halt you in place as its maw opens wide and it starts moving closer towards you. This thing doesn't want you injured, of course, and it doesn't seem to have teeth or means to hurt you. It wants you inside of it. And hopefully, in its mind, it can do that fairly soon. All right. Hazel's a little bad latched up, but if Hazel wants to go, or the other two of you see this thing latch its way onto Hazel and start drawing itself towards him, what would you like to do? Hazel, if you try to take a swing with your two-hander, you will be doing it with a minus, because it did latch onto one arm.
That sucks.
Welcome to the Witcher.
He will he's gonna call out for help as he is being dragged closer to its mouth.
Witcher, what the bleeding hell am I paying you for?
So
Fuck's sake, man, it's gonna eat him.
right, I have Quen activated by now, right? Yeah. Or no? Was I only able to swallow the thunderbolt?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing a strict turn order, so I figure, yeah.
Anyway, so that's just for myself remembering. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I really want to ask if I can use my Witcher training on this to identify what it is.
I thought you were gonna do that first. I'm gonna be real with you.
If I do it now, I can't save the other person in the caravan, but I would also know how to potentially save the person in the caravan quicker, so I can save them. I'm gonna roll it. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, crits.
Fucking Christ, man!
Nice.
Where's the mystery in this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what it is. Crits. I know what it is. All right.
There's
So,
mystery for Vellis.
Sorry,
Why isn't my Witcher
player
attacking?
said no mystery in his burger?
Yeah, I actually asked for a butterscotch lollipop, not a mystery one.
what the fuck asked for the butterscotch?
Me.
No one asked for butterscotch dum-dums. Let's be perfectly clear.
That
Stop
is
insulting
wholly
my child.
incorrect.
Like, stop
Nope.
insulting me, insulting me as a child. I'm hurt now.
I'd like to take my actual action when I get a sec.
Yes, absolutely. So, Rennen, I have really, really good news and really, really bad news for you.
Yeah.
So, here's the really, really bad news. It actually ties into the good news. You have studied monsters for over 70 years at this point. You know monsters. You know what they are. You know what they're about. And you know how to fucking kill them. It's your job.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is this does not line up with anything you've ever fucking read. Ever. It doesn't make sense. Like, literally speaking, its makeup, the way it moves, how it's operating, the fact that it was just hanging around in a fucking riverbed for some fucking reason. It's all fucking bizarre. But you do know other monsters like this that operate in similar ways. It's not technically ambush, but they kind of occupy vast layers, like vast areas of forests and swamplands, and kind of like hold them captive and make sure anything that enters them knows it's fucking theirs immediately or kills them in spite of them. One of the things that you can relate this to the most, judging by the thorns, the vines, the way it operates, how it just seems to be one with the environment that it's surrounding by, but mostly seems to be about plant matter, it's a Leshy. This is no Leshy you've ever fucking heard of, ever understood. This is bizarre. It's odd. It's weird. And this kind of feels like it's the reason that you were called down here. There's something around the area of Bannockburn that is wrong. And this seems to be one of those particularly wrong items. What you do remember about Leshies is how to kill them. So, might as well give it a shot. By the way, he's about to be swallowed by this thing. So he might want to do something like, like, this is the voice in your head. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Igni.
Word. Go ahead.
Seeing my Witcher do 2 buffs and a perception check, I'm going to jump into action and try to cut this tentacle off our boy.
All right. Hey. Okay, the Igni is going to wait because he's jumping into cut. Oh my god. Okay, so before that happened, no one saw it. Like, it's like, no one look. Anyway, as he's beginning to cast Igni in a fire stream, go ahead and leap up and try to cut that tendril. Oh, in 2 spots, Vironz. Easy Vironz.
I'm not happy.
In and out, quick adventure.
It'll be 20 minutes tops. All right, so go ahead and take a strike. Take a swipe, fellas.
Am I targeting an arm with this? Do we want to call that an arm target? Or
Just
a
do random. I'm not going to do body parts for this thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is.
Any modifiers since my ally is like attached to it? Like if I grab his arm, do I get a better shot?
That, and do you like Hazel?
I'm ambivalent towards Hazel.
Get a +2.
I like Hazel as a combat advantage. I have yet to judge them as a person.
Nice.
Sweet.
Hey, not to, I gave you 2. I could go up to 3, but I could go below her. Yeah, +3. Go ahead. Swing your swong.
2 strikes for 18, which is actually a 22 each.
That's nice. Roll your damage.
So 17 and 4 for a total of 21 damage.
I love tabletop games.
23 damage because my melee damage bonus should be higher.
Understood. Yeah, so you grab onto his arm as he's clearly panicking, and you cut it off. Just like one swipe, and you hear just like
the arm.
You grab his arm and cut it off. The tendril. You did what you wanted to do. You didn't cut off his arm.
Okay. I'm just saying that was punctually ambiguous.
And that's the way we like it. It's a good point. Cool. That's too mysterious. Right. Sorry. Who knows what you hit? Like
it shoots and leaves, okay?
So you cut off the tendril attached to the arm of Hazel, and he manages to pull away from it. As it kind of like sloughs off his arm, you do see like this brown thick gunk now just dripping down his left arm.
He looks visibly upset at this.
All over those nice clothes, and you do hear another woo from deep inside this thing, and kind of in both of your faces, because the maw just seems to be getting wider, and you can see like clearly cavernous on the inside where it's just dripping black sludge. It kind of just bellows outward, and just this crushing wave of stench washes over the both of you. It almost would be enough to, if you weren't tough sons of bitches, it would knock you the fuck out. It's probably its plan. All right, so Rennen, after this tendril's been cut off, cast Igni. Oh, there is still a 50%. Did you roll it twice?
What? Twice? How did I get a 1 twice?
Okay, well, first of all, what we're not going to do is
not
be
a spellcaster.
All right, so
oh, wait, no, spellcasting. It's a damage 1. We don't care about the damage. Sure, shush, everyone quiet about that, okay? Skill roll is 19. I'm good at spellcasting.
So, okay, so for the 50% lighting it on fire, do you want to go high or low?
I'll take high, please.
Wow. Right one. All right. So you cast Igni on this thing, and the sound it makes quite honestly sounds like two people screaming inside of a rotting log while being crushed on top of several layers of rubble. But that's what it comes down to as you light the outside of it on fire. Now, the two people in front of its mouth don't fully understand what's happening for a brief moment until the mouth is now encased in fire as well. So now it is on fire and trying to eat you. Cool. Next steps.
I run.
Getting the fuck out of the way.
Cowards.
Hazel.
Yeah.
It still has your thigh.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh no!
Two
Okay,
tendrils, one on your thigh and one on your arm. So,
okay. I'm gonna try and cut myself free.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I hate
wait.
this.
If we're right in front of it with an open mouth, can we see a person inside?
You definitely see a large part of a ham. And by the way, still screaming. Still screaming in there.
Hate that.
Yeah, hate that. No, unfortunately, that's going to be a miss. As your sword kind of like digs into the tendril, starts sawing at it, it doesn't come off fully. As you kind of like see, as you're doing it, you kind of feel like shade go over you just for a brief moment. As you kind of look up and see the maw has the ability to encase you, and it's about to drop down on top of you, and you can clearly see the vast majority of an arm poking out from the inside of its like guts, dripping in black sludge. As you're about to be swallowed yourself, you do see, as it opens up wider, a face, and you can clearly see. Actually, make me an awareness roll.
I will.
Yeah.
Tell me, what does your 5'6" height see?
Like, it's +4. Yes, it is.
Yes, 20.
Yeah. You see a flash of red hair and a young woman on the inside, and she is still alive.
Oh no.
Oh no is right. BT dubs. Roll me a dodge here. As best you can. You do have a -2 because it does have it.
Can I pull him back from the creature to like give him a better dodge?
Well, you did say literally the first thing you said when we started this new thing was that
That's
you
true.
ran.
I said I run away. Yeah. I've created distance.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 13. It sucks.
So the both of you see this flaming thing, really. It's not all on fire, it just has fire all over it. Just kind of with like a sick suckening sound, just kind of boonk, and you see the thing just encase probably up to about the bottom of your knee, just encase Hazel. And your vision is completely blacked out. You feel that sludge that was on your arm just cover your entire body. And the worst part, it's so cold. It is sickeningly cold on the inside of there, as you are now kind of covered from top to bottom, but it doesn't seem to be able to actually swallow you yet, thankfully. It just started covering you and holding you in place while it tries to.
Am I able to take
it's gonna be we're going to Rennen. We're going to Rennen. This all happened in a few seconds while Rennen was. I set it on fire. It pulled you closer, swallowed the top of you. Vellis went that way. Rennen is going to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
What is Rennen doing? Will you let me know what you're doing first?
Yeah. Well, you were talking. I don't want to interrupt. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with my silver sword. I'm gonna do a fast strike.
Okay.
So I have the thunderbolt.
Pretty good.
Yeah, thunderbolt's great, man. Oh, sorry, that's +3 damage. Let's take 3 off of each of those. So that'd be 18 and 20 to hit.
Those are going to hit, but what is the damage calculation here? Because this did it for one strike. I'm following this.
2. Right, because it goes +2/+2. Do I need
because
to...
if you attacked with the silver sword twice, you're going to have to roll the damage for the second one again.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Do I need to roll the silver effect as well?
Excuse me, audience members, while I look at my notes. Don't mind me. Yes.
All right.
Gotcha. Damage total, and where are you hitting it?
space. I don't know. I'm gonna be going for probably I'm on the other side of the other of the monster of the other two, so I'm gonna go for the front leg, or tendril, whatever.
It's honestly just snake. I'm gonna ask you to, if you do not mind, roll me a monster lore. You get a +4.
I can use my Witcher training in place of that because that's also what it says. We're not going to talk about my skill level in monster lore because of Witcher training.
Sure. Roll your Witcher training, please.
14.
Okay. So for a weird creature like this, for all intents and purposes, just cutting it in half is a great start. Like just cut this thing from top to bottom and spill out its innards and see what you get. So I'm gonna say you find like right where Hazel had sliced into it before, and you just start laying into the center of this, like slowly just cutting it through, because it's a deep, thick son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And you start going 1, 2. Thankfully, as you quickly see, you notice that Hazel's blade got stuck through, but this thing doesn't seem to have the kind of flesh that just seems to like silver. So you are able to cut into it deeper on both cuts, and you just see the same black sludge spilling out over all of the ground. And Hazel, unfortunately, you don't know why it's billowing like this, but while you're in this cold, quiet sludge and complete darkness, the whole thing starts reverberating in an awful way. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So deep, dude. Okay. So slice into it twice. You're currently swallowed. Vellis, you backed up, and you have this full situation. You see Rennen trying to slice it in half, essentially behind the head. Hazel is inside of it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna yell back to the caravan, "Bring a rope and strong arms. We need to pull him out." And then I'm gonna grab this mercenary by the boots and start pulling.
Dick. All right. Sorry, I'm in my head. I just went, where's everybody else? Let's see. How far did they run?
You want me to throw a persuasion check to bring them back?
You know what? Yeah, throw a +4 in there.
Sweet. With 4. Oof. That's a fumble. So it totals out to what you see, a 13.
So you threw out the shout. We'll see what happens. But if you wish to give him a good old-fashioned tuggaroo, by all means.
I don't know if I'd put it like that, but...
No, that's what we're calling it. It's a tuggaroo.
All right, 1 tuggaroo coming right up.
No problem.
What kind of roll do you want for that?
We are going to go. Just gonna roll against you. Be nice. We're gonna call it. Actually,
I just die.
No. We'll call it Streetwise, just to give you a fighting chance here. It's episode 1, fam. I'm trying to be nice to my players. I looked at everything else and went,
Sure, when you're trying to get somebody out of a tight spot, you got to do a little twist.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, it's a good, see, if you hadn't given him a tuggaroo, I wouldn't have said Streetwise, man. Just a Streetwise term.
24.
Yeah. Sick. Rolling. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. I know you got to get him. Gotta bend the knees so you're not pulling the boots off, and then pull.
Oh, Hazel. You have had a rough 9 seconds.
Would I? Sorry.
So, while you're like, what's happening, and you're suddenly thrust in there, you feel a hand grabbing at your like torso in a hand, and you feel someone screaming with a muffled voice, and you know that woman is still in there.
Excellent. I'm going to use all 9 of those seconds to try and grab her and haul her wherever else she is currently stuck within this maw.
All right. So you grab onto the arm and kind of reach up, and you just, you manage to like grab onto parts of her torso and her arm, and you start pulling. Kind of at the same time, you feel your own legs just kind of like no longer meet ground. And you're like, what? And you realize someone has you by the ankles and it's also pulling you. So we are going to do a series of rollies.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Yeah, and this monster is having a whole hard time holding on to both of you right now while someone's currently trying to cut it into fucking half. I'm trying to have my dinner. All right. So, you are going to roll just straight up all the way through, just like grandmama made you. Let's roll some physique for you.
Perfect.
Which you?
You get a +5. The monster gets a -5.
+5.
And she also gonna get some bonuses here to try to wiggle out of this. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. Tuggaroo as. So, Rennen.
Yes.
1, 2. This thing's got a thick ass fucking body, but you're gonna cut your way through it. You see something happening that you didn't expect. Where you kind of see the whole inside of it go taut as you're cutting through it, and you're like, all right, 2 more swipes ought to do this, and you hear this sucking sound coming from the inside of it as you just like look to the cut, and you just see Vellis go like, and all of a sudden this long trail of people start to get pulled out of this thing as you see it just writhing around in pain. Do you wish to attack it again?
Yeah, I do. Because
that was a serious pause there. I was like, I got it.
No, I had a thought in my brain that I'd rather not vocalize while lying.
We are pulling and tugging and bringing people in and out of a sludgy hole. That's what's happening right now, everyone. All right. So,
life is so beautiful.
Yes. Do you wish to attack it?
Yes, I do. I would love to keep attacking. Not great. I'm gonna do a strong strike as well, actually. Again, that was supposed to be for the fucking damage. Come on, brain, get your shit together. 20 to hit.
And that is 10 total?
For a total, no, that'd be 13.
Okay. And slice into it again. Man, for this caravan crew, the people watching you, this has to look fucking horrifying. As black sludge is just going everywhere, and with a mighty heave from inside of it and outside of it. Just two people come sloughing out of the fucking front of it as it like pulls its head back, and you hear this guttural screech again as it seems to be trying to pulling away from Rennen, but also trying to eat its dinner at the same time. It doesn't really seem to know what it wants to do right now. As Hazel comes sliding out of it, clutching this woman at this exact same time, just pulling them both to the ground, just sludge just pouring out in front of it. Vellis, your boots are probably going to need a bit washing because the blood sludge goes everywhere and it's kind of all over your hands too. Yeah. Who? Vironz, use your words. Don't at me. What are you doing, man?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's important that I know that because now it's dead. So, as it that would have changed the past minute and a half. You slice it in half. And as the two of them get pulled out, the top half of it kind of falls back, and you hear this one guy's like sucking cry as it kind of just flops over on its side. Tendrils kind of spiraling everywhere as it kind of like flashes around then its death throes, and sludge just kind of eeps its way out of it and just kind of slides its way down into the river itself.
It's a slimy flesh monster. Does it fart when it dies?
It's not a slimy flesh monster. It's made of mostly rocks and mud. It just has a lot of slime inside. Well, it's got to digest them somehow. But no, it does not fart when it dies. Clarifying that now.
That's actually more exclusive to humans, when we shit and piss ourselves when we die. Anyway.
Thanks for that. We were trying to move on, but no, that's cool. So, yeah. And then quiet. Except for the coughing of the woman in Hazel's arms as she's like clinging to him, like shaking.
Well, that'll make a heck of a story. Oh, look at it.
Hazel will nod his head a little. Miss, I hope you're all right.
There's a pause before she proceeds to just vomit black mucus all over your chest.
Oh no! Not the drip!
Anything but the drip.
You just see the fucking light just go out from Hazel's eyes as like everything is fucked about his outfit now.
It truly is. Rennen.
You're
looking at this beast. No. Yeah. You're looking at this beast. And you feel like shifting behind you, and you get the idea that the people who are on the caravan with you guys are slowly coming out of the woods now that the screaming and fighting has ended. The beast in front of you, though, as Hazel's getting vomited on and Vellis is laughing like a madman, starts to crumble.
No, I want to harvest it.
It starts to crumble, and bit by bit, it starts to like fall apart into just shale, rocks, and the decay that it's actually made of as it kind of just flattens out into this odd hump on the ground, and you see like the sludge that was inside of it just kind of seep into the muck around it. There is one very important thing, though. Your necklace is still vibrating.
Oh. As
I wish to take a look inside.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see how it's like a little harvest in there.
Yes. I want to harvest.
I
want to search and harvest.
What is the fucking roll for that, by the way?
I was looking too. The closest I came to is maybe alchemy or just craft in general.
Let's go craft.
Okay.
Crit fails. Aw, dang it, nothing but swamp farts.
Did it save? Okay. I don't know if that's like a success or not.
You know what? The best part about tabletop games and running them, I make the rules. It's a success. So it's all up to me. You start digging around it as the two of them start handling that. The crowd starts to approach and be muttering to themselves like, "What was that? I've never seen anything like that." You see Vellis, you do see Bodas look like he's about to like absolutely piss himself, by the way. So
no match for me, were you, beastie?
Nailed it. So you start digging around this thing. It's just rocks. It's just mud. It's not made. There's no like innards that would make any sense other than just like the viscous fluid that you saw pouring out of it. There's nothing monstrous about this clear pile of just swamp matter. Until, as you're pushing around like somewhere near the top of the head, there you see this flash of red on the inside. And as you reach in and start brushing everything away and pull it out, you see a very carefully wrapped red linen parcel with a talisman wrapped around it. A very intricately carved eagle with its wings going off in either direction, its eyes facing you forward with 2 rubies in the center of it, and 2 claws that are holding onto the clasp on the other side, that are holding this parcel together in the depths of this beast. And your necklace is going wild.
Oh yeah, I bet. Does it have like an address on it?
No.
Awesome.
1-800 State Street. Oh.
Yeah. Can I I have the feeling that if I open this, bad things are going to happen. However, is there like any way to disable the magic via resist magic or something?
You don't know which part of this is the magical part by looking at it.
I know. And there's no name to who it's supposed to be delivered to.
Okay, parcel, I just mean wrapped package. It's not just... It doesn't look like it's supposed to be delivered to someone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hello, I'm the MacGuffin. No. It was a pertinent question.
Sometimes parcels have names of who they're supposed to go to or who they're from.
Word. No, I agree. It's just funnier that way. What do you wish to do? Or better yet, why don't we figure out what's inside of it after this break? Well, now that we're all comfortable, no one died. Some of us are covered in sludge. Some of us are holding people, also covered in sludge. It would seem only time to ask the burning question in all of our minds. Hey, Rennen.
Yeah.
I gotta open that package. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice work, Witcher.
Because what's
Well
the
done.
worst that can happen? We all die.
What's in the box? Right, yeah.
Hey, what have you got there?
I don't know. Let's see.
A knife. So, you unclasp the eagle, and the actual golden tethers fall away, and you slowly unwrap the red linen that surrounds it. And on the inside of all of this is a smallish chest that is actually almost completely plain on the outside, except for the very top, where very small lettering carved in straight lines going across the top all the way through it are runes. Now, I have to ask you, what languages do you read?
That's a lovely thing about being a Viper Witcher. Technically, I was raised close enough to Nilfgaard. I keep wanting to say Niflheim. Since I've been raised near Nilfgaard, I can speak. I know Elder Speech and Common.
Glad to hear it. This is an Elder Speech.
What does it say?
It looks like a formula. To what alchemical bullshit you can't quite ascertain as of yet, because this looks like parts and pieces of one. But there is a latch on the inside to the inside of the chest itself.
So drop the eagle talisman on the ground. Medallion next to the chest.
Oh, it's doing a dance. Might as well be doing the electric slide.
You reckon that belonged to the lass?
I don't know yet. Hold on.
Meanwhile, Hazel is holding her hair, trying to help her get the rest of the gunk out.
No, she's just clinging onto you. It's not like leaning over and then vomiting. She just threw up on you, and she's holding you like you're like the last thing in the world. As you're asking.
Okay.
Yeah. She is shaking like a leaf, though.
Without putting too much pressure on our Fatespinner here, are any of the components of the formula written in the way that like a Witcher would understand it by going like, or in mechanic sense in the alchemical substance charts things?
So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, considering what your intelligence is, which is like, no offense to you, okay. You know it's Elder Speech, and because you are a Witcher that is familiar with alchemical stuff, you know it's a formula. Other than that, you have no fucking clue.
I was gonna say, because like my craft and alchemy are pretty fucking decent. It's gonna like maybe I don't know, because I can go like I know the substance names. And kind of what the Witcher rating of it is, you know, with the points / all that jazz. I just wanted to see if
but a lot of that is also based off your intelligence as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like being able to read it and before you do it is the important part.
Yeah. So I'm not going to attempt to open it. I am going to hold on to it though until I can understand what the alchemical formula is.
I stash it quick before the others see.
How would you suggest storing a small chest on your person in a place where people can't see? It's not like shove it down my pants.
5 inches long, 3 inches wide, 4 inches deep. It's not that big.
Fit down my pants.
What's the girth of it? No.
That wasn't his pants. Well, Vellis, time to get even deeper into character description. What you got down there?
I think you nailed it.
They called it the Chongus, and it was something of legend.
Yeah, yeah, if there's a way that I can store it semi-inconspicuously on my person for now, then I'm going to do that.
Yeah, toss it in a pouch. Sure, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm keeping it on me, so it's not going to get to people who would do stupid shit with it, like try to open it without having the proper formula.
I should mention, the proximity of it to you is making your necklace go wild no matter where it is on you.
Yeah, no, I do understand that, and I'm not entirely comfortable. Rennen is not comfortable with it, but he is having to begrudgingly deal with it.
Okay. As long as you're aware of any other dangers that may approach, you wouldn't notice.
Interesting.
That's how much. That's how often. That's how wild this thing is going. Like, if another monster if a werewolf just walked up to you and said, "Hey, how's it going?" You wouldn't know. That's what I'm trying to imply.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it.
Okay, as long as
I'm going to. Still in high spirits, I think Vellis goes over to. So this girl? No, he's going to call everybody. It's like, it's all right. Beast is dead.
You hear a low whistle from Asa, and she just like waves everyone back towards the caravan, and you actually like look around behind you for the first time. Like there's dipping, and then there's fucking goes down. Those people dropped to the ground and hid in those bushes. They were taking no chances. As you see everyone slowly coming up, now that you're looking, Vellis, you do see Yelena like peeking up out of the carriage where the mom and the baby are. You don't hear the baby crying, by the way. It was briefly for a time, but she seems to have taken the initiative to protect the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
The dwarf brothers kind of like come out from the inside of a log off in the distance. You see that? Well hidden. But yes, Hazel. Sorry.
Is the lady still puking her guts out, or has she seemed to have mostly gotten...
It was a quick puke. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like
okay. I thought she was still going from what you were talking about just earlier.
No, it was like
45 seconds.
And like, no, it was like a quick like and threw up a little bit on you. It wasn't like it wasn't something.
Okay.
It was something at a Cartoon Network where it's like
I didn't think it was like a continuous like spew or anything like that. I thought she just like kept.
I was getting Exorcist vibes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's. It was a good amount, but she stopped a while ago. Nah, she's just holding on to you and shaking.
Are you able to breathe?
I'm going to roll something. This is where everyone can see it, because I'm being nice. There's no response. There's no response at all.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's get you up then. Maybe we can get you some rations and water, and maybe that'll help steal your mind a little bit. Up we go then.
You want to take a better look at her?
I'm sure, yeah.
If you wish to. Give me a human perception, and since she won't let you go, clearly, get a +2.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right. I give out pluses like they're candy.
Yay!
15.
So you see underneath everything, like the flash of red hair and stuff like that. Her face looks a little gaunt at this point. Her skin is very, very pale. You see what probably was some decent finery on her, like she is wearing like a nicer traveling clothes and skirt and everything like that you'd normally see. You do see underneath a layer of muck, like this kind of worn down silver chain and a brooch. That seems to have a simple you can't quite make underneath all the muck and everything like that. Her eyes are kind of hooded and stuff like that. You do see blue eyes underneath all of that. But she just looks sallow, sunken, and given by, but no offense to her, just like the smell of a raw person, she was probably in that thing for a while.
Gotcha. That sucks. All right. Yes, we should definitely get you nourished and hydrated slowly. It seems like you've been in there for quite some time.
But first things first. And he points to the stream. You smell awful.
Hey,
I think that can wait. Her health is in terrible condition right now.
Vellis, I realize I am in no place to say this, but you need to practice some empathy.
I was going to make her some food.
She can have food now before she washes.
But it'll be road food. She needs something real. And I mostly meant him.
He can strip down and wash his clothes later. You're nearly at Bannockburn.
I'm one of the few that uses perfume in the first place. She actually looks a little indignant.
Perfume?
Nothing. Anyways, let's get you watered up then. And he'll actually pull out a water skin. You haven't been drinking too much of it, and there's still a little bit left over. And he'll slowly offer it to this lady. Here for a drink?
She does not respond.
Right, let's get back to the carriages.
Right. He'll hold off for now. He's gonna get up and, like, keeping an arm around her, he'll help get her to her feet and escort her back over to the carriages.
Yeah, as you like take her over there, Asa like finally like takes a good look at the three of you for like the first time because she's trying to get like everyone back in. Like, no, it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. No, that's not where you were sitting. You know where you belong. There it is. All right. So the thing's dead, yeah. And oh no. Oh, come here, darling. And she goes over and kind of like leans close to the young lady and just like, goodness, why was she?
I believe she was trapped in that thing for a number of days. Quite the sordid fate, really.
You see her like take off the cloak she was wearing and like wrap it around her, and you see her, like the young lady just clutch it around herself like it's just like another thing to hold on to. She does finally let Hazel go. Bonus points. And they just like, all right, we'll take you up to the front and let's bring you down to the river and try to get you to wash off. And you see her just, her eyes for the first time, she like actually reacts to the words around her, and you just hear this gurgling, just like, no, as she like looks at the river in just pure terror. And everyone, and you can get the idea that probably not going to happen. On ASA just like, right, no, that does make sense. All right, let's get you to one of the wagons, okay? We'll have the Yeleni look after you. She's a sweetheart. She's going to be right over here. Thank you, all three of you. I'll make sure you're compensated for anything that happened.
I appreciate that.
Don't worry about it. Hazel, be with the girl.
Right. And he will he'll go and escort her for the moment. And he will try and offer what remains in his water skin once she mostly has her bearings.
Yeah, she just seems to be in a purely shell-shocked state as you like help her into the wagon and everything like that. And Yelena makes her way over after a few minutes, and just like you just see her eyes go wide, and then just like you. Well, are the Hazel's there? Are the other two of you following?
I'm gonna hop into the wagon I was in previously, the third.
Okay. What about you, Vellis?
I do think Vellis has set about preparing her a meal, something that will be light and easy to digest, but with a little spice to maybe counter the effects of that nastiness that's probably still in her nose.
All right. I guess that we'll see you like doing that. It's like, all right, we're going to be moving on in a few minutes. I don't want to find out if there's anything else like that around here, and hopefully that's the only one.
Of course, yes.
All right. She sets about getting the caravan ready to move again. Hazel, you do see Elena like look this young woman up and down, and you see like the look of like shock and sympathy before her face just goes like a snap. She's kind of used to this kind of thing. Go from that to just understanding the issue, knowing the problem, and knowing the solution. And you see her just like take a bucket down and pretty fearlessly just go straight down to the river where you were before, and kind of goes upstream a bit and try to get some fresh water before taking it back. And she like nods to you, is like, if you wish to go, I'll take it from here. I'm gonna get her washed up.
Right. I suppose I might ought to do the same. What little I can do, at least. And
take a bucket. Take a dump.
He'll take a bucket and
dunk. I don't know why I said dump. I think I meant dump bucket, but I said dump, and I don't. God damn it!
I heard it too.
Hey, Hazel. Shit yourself. Shit yourself, Hazel.
Absolutely empty your bowels, Hazel, and then clean yourself.
He looks back to the girl, and he'll just kind of like give her a little awkward 2-finger salute and a nod, and he'll just kind of mill away.
Yeah, seeing the salute, you do kind of see her like blink out of that state for a moment, and you see like a little bit of light enter her eyes before like Yelena starts like trying to help her get some of her clothing off before it just kind of goes back. Rennen.
Yes.
It's sit in the back. Thoughts, concerns? Vibrating necklaces, possibly deadly chests. The doom of us all. The doom of us all.
We're not moving yet. We're still sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, all of my skills at the moment have currently been used. At least all the ones that I am gonna be helpful at. Empathy, no. Intelligence, So I'm just gonna sit and meditate. I know it's like the least effective, helpful thing for you, but yeah.
You're fine. All right. So after a few moments, Vellis, do you climb in the wagon or do you leave Yelena to it?
Well, not my place to help a strange lady bathe. But once the food is ready, I think I'm probably preparing it and like carry my cutting board over next to Rennen so we can talk while I work.
Are you climbing in the carriage? Because it's about to start moving. Like they want to go.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you hear ASA give like 2 whistles in the front, and the ever brave young man Bodast. All right, here we go then. Up, up. And the carriage and the whole caravan starts moving again. The 2 of you are in the back, and Hazel, you are. You know what? Let's just. In the time that you had, you are 16% clean.
That is so absolutely tragic for Hazel.
Barely got
I
your
was like,
boots off, and the caravan's already rolling.
I don't know why
Like,
I
how
rolled
much
it.
of my colors can I actually see from underneath all this muck?
I mean, it was more like a slime that kind of like it's sticking to you, but a lot of it was just like wet goop that slid off. So you can see you're still as colorful as you were before. If it's a little ruddy, you know what I mean?
How bad does it smell?
You smell like swamp water.
Hazel is just gonna sigh. He's gonna pull out a thing of like perfume and he's gonna like spritz himself down rigorously and just like try and like get all the fucking bad smell off of him. Likely in vain.
You know, now you smell like lavender perfume and swamp water, but you know, onwards and upwards.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, you know. All right, so Vellis, Rennen, conversations, talking, thinking, talking.
So, what the fuck was that thing?
This might not be comforting to hear, but I don't know. Something close to a
Oh.
leshy.
Right. And what's a leshy?
Do you actually want to know, or are you just asking to ask?
Oh, you know. I don't mind knowing. You can make it simple for a simple fellow.
You would probably think, well, most Leshy are the forest dwelling creatures and bipedal. This thing wasn't. Fire is a good way to deal with them.
All right. Forest dwelling, 2 legs, fire.
Typically,
Well, that sounds like Scoia'tael to me. Be more specific.
animal heads and magic powers. Some even teleport or have totems.
Now that sounds strange proper.
Exactly. The difference was this one, not bipedal, snake-like. If it had a totem, perhaps it was the talisman attached to the parcel originally, or perhaps the chest. Not certain. I don't trust anyone to be able to open this chest unless we have the formula figured out that's written on it.
Interesting. All right. Did you see that girl? What do you reckon her story is?
Probably attached to the chest. Has she spoken yet? Other than just going, no.
Doesn't seem like it. Keeping to herself.
Almost what I feared. Though, not entirely to be unexpected. I can't imagine any being not suffering from mental derangements from being stuck inside of a monster and living for a few days. If it was even a few days.
Aye, buried alive is not a good way to go.
How do you think you were able to hear her screaming? That is a question.
And it's an interesting one. Not like I'm particularly tuned to the screaming of people. Certainly don't know her. Think I do. Perhaps I was just stood in the right spot.
Luck does play into things sometimes.
And that mercenary fella, you reckon we keep him around?
The one in the purple and yellow. Or not purple, blue.
Well, it's a little black now, but yes.
Give him a day to wash it, and it will be blue again. And yes, I do reckon we keep him around. He does seem to be strong. And good-hearted in a way that neither of us are.
Oh, speak for yourself. I'm the kindest man here. He gives you a
Hey, Bodas, did you hear
humorless smile.
I didn't actually hear what the remark was.
He's Vellis.
I'm being so real.
Yeah, Vellis said, "Oh, I'm the kindest hearted person around."
Bodash did not hear that. He's too busy focusing, like the kindest, hardest person around actually told him to do a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lad. But I see your point. And if nothing else, his bright colors seem to draw attention.
Good attention nonetheless. Playing the role of a hero, like in the stories I've read. And some situations I've seen.
Right. Nice to have one of them around. And there we go. Finishes wrapping up a bundle. If I'm any good at this, she'll be right as rain in no time.
It was the thing that the boys always said you were best at. Cooking. They never liked my food well enough. And again,
Wow.
It's not really for flavor, it's for sustenance.
Exactly. Can't just feed the body, feed the mind and the heart.
Books are for the excuse me. Books are for the mind. And the battle is for the heart. Food is for the body, and that is all that matters.
I shan't try to convince you.
Try all you want. I have 70 years worth of conditioning. Let's see how long it takes for you to beat it.
Someday I'm going to make you a proper meal. And then you'll see. For now, packs up his station. I'll be right back. And he'll take it up to the other carriage.
She's on one of the wagons off to the side.
Yeah.
And in the space that this talk has been happening, Yelena has managed to clean her up a significant bit. Yeah, fair-skinned, freckled to the goddamn nines for the most part, as far as you can tell. Paler than her. You can't tell if the pale complexion is because of where she was or just where she, maybe that's what she's like. A little gaunt. Clearly, as you figured before, dehydrated, hasn't been eating, shaking less, but is now clutching that cloak even tighter and seems more alert and like trying to assess her surroundings at this point. And as you approach the wagon, leans into Yelena a little bit upon seeing you. And Yelena's like, yes, fellas, how can I help you?
Oh, good afternoon, ladies. I just thought that our newest addition might like something to eat. And like,
he just gives you a
holds up
smile
parcel.
and yeah. Yelena like takes the parcel and nods like, thank you very much. This is very sweet of you.
Of course. You got a couple of sweets there at the bottom. Otherwise, it's mostly a ham sandwich with a little bit of Zerrikanian pepper to bring the life back. Just a touch.
Like, like looks behind her at the young lady who's just like, you have had the same look on your face, and you know this. It is a thorough body read from up to down. Like almost trained in a way.
Mm-hmm. I meet her with a smile.
Yeah, you lady just like looks at you and like nods one more time. It's like, I'll make sure she eats it in the next while.
Car.
Mm-hmm.
Good day to you both.
Yeah, and as you're about to turn around, you do glance in the sunlight. What's actually on her brooch? Make sure I got this right. You see
I'll return this scan.
Yeah. You see a certain sigil of a unicorn. Can you give me a history check? Or education, up to you. I think it's just education. Is it just education?
Yeah.
Yeah, education. You are well traveled, so get a +2.
18.
That is the royal sigil of the Kingdom of Cadwin.
Well. I think as he passes, he's going to give her a little nod and just mutter, Majesty.
No, it's just the symbol. It doesn't mean she is. Like, that's just the yeah. That's fair, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you do not get a response. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rennen.
Oh, yeah. When you come back, yeah. What?
We gotta keep that girl safe.
Why?
She's important. Almost certainly valuable.
Good to see you have such altruistic values.
Of course, can't let a findling like that get broken.
Why is she valuable?
Well, let me tell you the history of the Kingdom of Kadir. Vellis will spend the next hour and a half getting around to his point.
Sounds about right. Hazel.
Yes.
Now they weren't trying to be rude. If anything, it was more of like a, hey man, we got you kind of a thing. Eckhard, the driver of the caravan that you're in, big old boy, big old mustache, and a laugh that could carry on for leagues. Finally kind of like slows the carriage down a little bit and turns back to you. And you see this like kind of like squinty-eyed face, like he doesn't have a whole lot of expressions that you can make out underneath the mustache, but the squint is a little less this time around. Then you see his like large nose with a few warts on it kind of like go up and down, and he kind of squints at you a little bit. Excuse me, young Hazel, can you under my seat is a bucket of water. Would you mind just using that on yourself? I don't want to be rude, but
in the middle of him saying that,
the bowls are getting ornery. Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, yes, no, you're fine. I totally get it.
Yeah, and the dwarf brothers, Shimmy and Olmus, like, they were being subtle, but they finally just go, oh, thank everything. wasn't that bad. I mean, he could have been a lot worse. I mean, imagine if he had gone all the way inside it. I don't want to imagine about him going all the way inside it, actually. Oh, I'm just saying. And they start bickering amongst themselves. But Eckert kind of like pats you on the back. Sit in the front. You'll get a good breeze and you'll drip dry faster.
Oh, I certainly hope that's the case. And he'll scooch his way up to the front and take a seat next to him.
It's a good thing you did. Not everyone would willingly get wholly swallowed by a giant swamp monster.
Well, I honestly didn't think I was that sort of person myself either, but well, I suppose my instincts and my heart took over. I'm just glad I ended up with, well, my heart in particular still beating.
Well, I mean, that's the worst time to yawn. Well, what if this all just an elaborate dream? And you see the squinty eyes go a little bit, the tiniest bit wider, and you imagine that's the widest they've been in a while. But you can see like the grin kind of form out from underneath the mustache. Maybe you're still inside, young boy.
I think I've read better fiction than that. Respectfully.
Well, I've never had time for reading only stories over the fire. I also can't read.
Hazel is not about to say anything. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you get the opportunity to someday.
Oh, when you get as old as I and ain't learned to read yet, probably means you ain't gonna learn how to read yet.
No, maybe it's just a matter of time. And he'll just kind of... Oh, God.
Well, I've had several times from Mandarin, and I ain't learned it yet.
Well, perhaps the fates... He just kind of like sinks a little into his seat, just like tapping at his lap and like checking over his sword and giving it like a quick nervous polish.
Why are you going to Bannockburn?
Well, truth be told, I'm actually looking for someone. Someone who, for all intents and purposes, seemed to have vanished into thin air just about. And this was the last place that I heard any signs of them potentially still being alive. I'm hoping to follow up on that lead and find something, anything.
Well, you're a bright one, and you can read. I'll be able to read any signs of people like this person missing. You'll be able to find them.
Well, I appreciate the enthusiasm. Hopefully, your energy helps me carry through.
This is enthusiastic to you. Oh. Might you get more enthusiasm from all the book reading, I suppose.
Well, yes, perhaps.
As you continue onwards, good guy, good man. It is getting a little darker outside. And you do hear At least you do, Hazel. The slight cursing from Asa as she's slowly starting to realize, despite all of the plans, they're not going to make it to Bannockburn.
Fuck.
And she kind of like whistles twice and kind of like gestures off to the left. And you see her start pulling into a clearing off to the side. And can the three of you make me awareness rolls?
Sure, I'd love to. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
Modifiers?
Nope.
I'm gonna keep
Added
asking.
difference. There we go. That is a 20.
14.
16.
Wind is blowing. You've been able to hear birds for a while, even if you've just started to notice it. And off in the distance, with your witcher eyes and your glasses, apparently, there's a deer, just kind of like startled by the sudden arrival of so many people. Seems like there's more life around here. And Asa pulls everything to one side. It's like, all right, everyone, I hate to do this, but one more night at camp. I know I only said 5 days, but, well, got a few surprises. And one of them needs rest, and the other one's been brutally murdered by 3 people. So, camp here for the night. Bo, you're first on watch. Remember, tie off the steeds firmly. We're not digging for them in the woods again. See him like nodding vigorously with like a dark cloud in his eyes of that one time he didn't tie off the horses properly, had to dig through the woods for them. But everyone begins setting up camp. It's not the most elaborate thing, if anything. There are tarps and large wooden poles that kind of like stretch out over the caravans a little bit for just quick tents. A lot of the wagons are just slept under. And there isn't particularly guards for the night. As far as you can tell, Asa just pops a tent and just sets up the big fire for everyone to cook at and then goes straight to sleep. There are no guards, as far as you can see. But with that, let's see. Hazel has no idea because he didn't see it before. But with that roll, Rennen?
Yes.
There is a brief moment, call it like early dusk, that you do see, even for a flash of a moment, you do see that same elf leave Aes's tent and go back off into the woods. Other than that, the night is yours.
Son of a bitch, you fucking asshole. Okay. Stop making me choose between two things. I'm gonna look to Vellis. I'm gonna look to Vellis, and I'm gonna say to him, I can't believe I'm trusting you with this, but go away from the camp a little bit and open up the chest. I know it's got a formula on it, but be as careful as possible. I need to go track down somebody.
That other elf.
The elf.
I've seen him around.
There's not another, it's the elf.
All right. Yeah, go. Tell him I said hi.
So yeah, I'm gonna go find that elf.
Sure. Before that happens, Hazel,
Yes.
what do you wish to do as everyone's setting down for camp?
I guess for right now, he's gonna open up his book, and he's gonna sketch out the monster that just about almost swallowed him whole, and he'll just kind of occupy himself with kind of getting like a rough anatomical sketch going.
Okay. Are you skilled in the arts? Are you?
I mean, it really depends on what you call art. No, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. I was gonna say if you are, then go ahead and make it all cool and stuff. But that's like it's a for no better term, it looks like a tube sock. Yeah, that's close enough. It's all good. There's the tendrils and stuff. Yeah.
Like the medieval, it's like the equivalent of the medieval cat and tapestries.
What the snake lizard thing? That's a cat, dude. Oh, it ain't too shabby of a drawing. You're doing pretty well for yourself. But leaving you there, and the dwarf brothers do come up to you and being like, "All right, do you remember the count?" While we're shifting the camera away to Vellis heading away from the camp.
All right. Yeah. My first instinct was absolutely not. I'll hold on to it while he's gone. But I am very interested. Curiosity never did anyone any harm, so.
So do you try to open it?
Yeah, Vellis goes out to the edge, like 2 trees from the edge of the clearing. He can still see people, the fire. And then he turns it over, shakes it a little bit.
There is a rattle coming from the inside.
Sound like a metallic object? Is there a buzzing or a whirring?
There's a rattle coming from the inside.
Yeah. Click.
Vellis. You've been around the block a few times, and you've seen some wild sights in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But in most recent years, you've come around and seen you've seen a lot of death in your time. You've probably went across a few battlefields as well.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling you get washing over you while you open this is death. In its most pure form. It's cold. It feels like the light around you dims a little bit. But it's odd because despite just feeling like you're encased in a certain darkness, the only light that you seem to have around you is actually coming from inside the box. And you see, a little inscription on the inside that's glowing. And the thing that was rattling around on the inside, just for being a merchant and being around for a while, is the skull of a raven. You've been around the block. You've seen what a raven looks like. You've seen raven skulls. People are weird.
Well.
Do you read Elder?
I do not.
Okay. The glowing scripture on the inside is in a language you don't know. But it is glowing ever so faintly.
That's very interesting. And I close it.
The light around you returns to you.
Latched. stashed. I
Locked, cocked, and 2 smoking barrels.
think Vellis, there's like a cold sweat and a moment of breathing.
Oh. Mr. Vellis, is everything all right?
Who is it?
You see Elena about 2 trees away from the edge of the clearing looking at you curiously. She said it's a measurement from now on.
Oh,
2 trees.
Yelena. Yes, I'm all right. I'm fine. Thank you. Yes. Just yes. I'll be fine. Shall we finish that story? Love to hear a tune.
I suppose. I just wanted to saw you step away from everything, and I know today was a lot. So I wanted to check in. But
oh, today was nothing. I've fought bigger creatures in my time. Smiles. Obviously a lie.
I don't know. I also want to keep roll for this shit. Roll me charisma. No, deceit. Roll deceit. No bonuses. I just want to. Maybe you crit and she falls for it. I don't know. Who's to say? Yeah, no.
15 becomes. No, it's still 50.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're trying to outtail a bard, but we'll see what you can come up with. Would you like?
Did I ever tell you about the time I saw a dragon?
How about you tell everyone all at once to get their mind off that thing?
As long as I have some accompaniment.
Yeah. She does hold up her lute and nods. Absolutely.
Cool.
All right. I need to roll something as you're walking away. Yeah. Oh. Rennen.
Yes.
It's dusk in these woods. You can hear the frogs are croaking. You hear a loon in the distance. The crunkle of leaves of small animals underfoot. The crunkle. The crunkle of
That's
leaves.
my new favorite word.
Thanks. I try real hard.
Crunkle
The
forest.
crunkle. Crunkle Grizz. You hear all the activity of the nighttime in the forest slowly start to settle in as you try to follow the path of one very elusive elf. How do you want to go about it?
Gonna start with just tracking it in general. It's like, is he leaving any form of tracks or trail I can follow? Or, sorry, I shouldn't say
always roll. True. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have to roll for it. It's a good old wilderness survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any modifiers? Because I want to be certain. Because you said it's dusk, so I'm going like negative mods.
Yeah, you have a -5.
But what about smell?
You're lying.
No, because of the role they had leaving the camp. You're not doing well right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, they're not.
Honestly, that's better than what I thought it would be.
So, and you might be like, give them -5. It was like, if you saw their roll. So, clearly, leaving the tent into the forest, there are footprints, and you do follow them. Within about 20 feet, Nothing. It's like no one was ever there to begin with. If you wish to take a potion or use an ability or some other kind of tracking at night witcher shit, I mean, you are a cat or viper. I don't know what you are anymore.
Viper.
Thank you. You're confusing it just as much as I am. I don't know what to tell you. I feel bad. It's like, what are you?
Okay. Yeah. How? Oh, I have to decide how many before I roll. Oh, I didn't know that about luck. Should have looked into that. Okay. Well, I don't have any potions that are for seeing in the night. I don't have I think it's White Owl or something.
There is one magical witcher skill that you haven't tried yet. And I'm really curious to see if you do.
Can't be Axie.
No, talking.
Oh, that's not real.
There's the Witcher. Interaction. Oh.
Failing everything because I forgot I didn't look into how to use luck before the session today because I was an idiot. I really am just gonna go just shout, going like not too loud to attract like attention of any beasts, but loud enough that I think if this elf is paying attention, that they'll hear me and just go like, "Hey, come out."
I'm gonna roll something here. Yeah. Sick. So there is a really long pause, and all you hear is the sounds of the night. Before you hear a thud, in the tree beside you, and you look over, and there's just an arrow in the tree.
Figured.
You see a note dangling from it.
I'll go out and take it.
Yeah. The note is an elder. And it says, in no uncertain terms and in very clear, nice handwriting, fuck off.
Okay.
You could also, if you want to try again. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna mutter under his breath, "No," and then he's gonna shout, "Make me."
All right. Another pause, presumably to right.
Yeah.
And then another arrow, a little lower than the other one, lands into the tree with another note. Do you read it?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. It says, walk forward.
Sure.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just cast Quen really quick. Just in case.
Mm-hmm. Not entirely
I'm
wrong.
assuming that's fine. My
Yeah.
my
Just
empathy
two
isn't
dudes with a
0.
zero. I'm just going off your role play.
Yeah, it's not 0. It's just not.
1?
It's not 1 either. It's 2.
Oh, you leveled it
Checking
up.
some. All right. Making sure I have this right before I say this. Okay. Roll me a dodge roll, please.
Yeah, that's why I activated Quen.
Mhm.
Where is the motherfucking dodge roll button? Yeah, there it is.
Actually, it's supposed to be dodge. Giving me the information I need right now. Wait. There's a total of 17.
Yes, total of
Don't
17.
think I
If it
have.
fails, Quen will be
No,
taken
no.
out.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right. Or sorry, people in the audience. This is a very important role for so many different reasons.
Let's talk
Thank
about
God.
Dick some more.
If you so choose to wish about talking about the dicks one more time, no one's going to stop you. Except for yourself, and when you have to go back and edit this.
That's true. All the dick conversation is purely for your benefit.
It's always for my benefit. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. I am realizing in retrospect, save this for later for the character, that
So-
you tell him to. Oh,
hate to cut you off, but
next
Okay.
time he doesn't open the box.
So, you step forward. And for all of your Witcher training, for all of your speed, agility, known in the Viper School, you quickly and immediately realize your mistake. As you hear a quick twang and your eyes go down to your feet, and you are quickly, as faster than you can blink, a rope is wrapped around your ankle and you are pulled up into the sky. And you are currently dangling from a rope about 5 feet off the ground.
I still have access to my daggers.
I mean, yeah, but for the moment, you are hanging upside down. If you wish to break it and cut yourself loose, go ahead. But yeah, there is that.
I'm gonna wait like a minute trying to take in my surroundings, like just auditorially.
You hear the crunkle of leaves.
That's right. Lean in.
Lean in.
Yeah, just leaning into the joke here.
It's, you know what? It's just going to be the term for this entire campaign. As you're kind of like slowly spinning, and you kind of slow down the spin, and about 20 from you, with their arms crossed, you do see a shaded figure kind of like in the shadow of a tree in the dusk. And it's clearly the person that you've been looking for, kind of arms crossed, and you see like in the shadow of their hood, like 2 green eyes, clearly annoyed.
How's my medallion feel right now?
Your medallion? Nothing.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check. You're slippery.
What do you want?
What's your deal with Aisa? Or Aisa, I should say. Sorry.
Really? Cause all this trouble and this is what you want me for?
I have vested interest with people in the caravan, so yes, I would like to know. She has not informed us.
I've been a glimpse in the shadow of your eye for 5 days, and now you're curious.
Been curious before, but after the events of today, I am even more curious. Why didn't you help out?
I wasn't in the area.
What were you doing?
My job.
Which is?
Well, if you can't guess while dangling like this, you're clearly an idiot.
Just general security for bandits. That's it.
And witches, too, apparently.
Can't fault you for that.
I wouldn't care if you did. Now, if you'd be so respectful and just go back to the caravan where you, a patron, belong, I'd be much appreciative.
How well do you read Elder Speech?
You see like a full-on like pitch of like the nose, like just go to bed so I can do my job.
I need you to read something for me. I can understand it, but there are some parts that still elude me. So, are you from Dublithana? Or from one of the...
I'm not going to... Oh.
I need help. This is me asking nicely. If you don't want to help, I will leave you alone.
There is a flash kind of like coming from her hand off to her hip. And you hear a snap of the rope as you are free while dangling. And then you just drop to the ground. You can roll reflexes if you want to try to land like a cat on your feet.
I'll let Quen take the blow.
Okay. Yeah, and you just drop to the ground and the Quen takes it for you.
So, you can help, or am I going to be leaving you alone?
Are you saying that as you're getting up?
Yeah.
They are gone.
Unfortunate. I was actually hoping to make a friend here. I'm going to take the rope.
That's completely fair.
Take the rope and both of the arrows just to be a little bit spiteful here.
Good idea.
How 0 charisma people make friends.
Yeah. If anything, they've gotten much closer in the past 5 minutes.
It's actually part of our mating ritual.
I think it's a good start, honestly.
Shouting, shots fired, involuntary bondage.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to Vellis.
You do feel eyes on you the entire way, and once you finally get within like 10 or so feet of the camp, they're off.
So there I was, stark naked, with this dragon right in front of me.
Odast is like aggressively and enrapturedly eating soup while listening to this.
You have got to be shitting me.
So the rest of the caravan, about maybe 15 or some people, a lot of people already went to sleep, especially the older folks. Have kind of gathered around where a nice stew is going, some fresh baked bread.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Elena's quietly playing like a few feet behind you with a exasperated smile on her face. The dwarf twins have passed out drunk because they brought their own booze. but everyone else is just like either quietly listening or talking amongst themselves. A few of them still look kind of terrified off into the night, like, what if that's not the only weird slime slug sucking down people monster? But who's to say? Right? And as you approach, Hazel, I will say at this point, it is too dark to read. You're going to hurt your eyes if you keep this up.
Sadness.
Don't be too sad.
Yeah,
you have this wonderful rendition of some random bullshit to guide you on your way.
God, this story structure is terrible.
Yeah, when every other sentence begins with "no shit, there I was." After a time, you do get a little tired. Vellis, can you do me a favor?
Probably.
You're putting on a show, so roll me charisma.
Any bonus for the performance behind me? Musical accompaniment?
Did you? Yes, but did you also bake the bread?
Yeah, probably.
All right, give yourself a +3.
27.
Dang. Yeah, everyone's into this shit. Story of the century.
It's enrapturing stuff about knights and a dragon and probably a fair maiden.
Actually, with a 27, the three of you would see out of one of the makeshift lean-tos, kind of like sitting up and kind of like listening wide-eyed, is the maiden that you saved a little while ago. She's kind of like listening to everything enraptured. Just intently, like, you see her chewing on something like quietly to herself, like someplace off to the side, but she is listening as well. But that's the sight you see when you come back, Rennen.
Yeah, assuming I come back to the stark naked in front of a dragon, my reaction is still very much going to be, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm dead serious. The knights were there. The camp had been completely knocked over. They were half armored, swords out, trying to figure out what to do. It was chaos.
But you're telling me you have a better story to tell. This is seriously beginning to drain my intelligence.
Do you want it to be lighthearted?
I'm not. I'm really not picky.
I've got a nice light family tale for the soul if you're interested in hearing.
Well, that's pretty much going like, how happy do you want this?
I've got so giant butterflies myself. Yeah, sorry.
Who is... There we go. And then, like a spirit, on her horse, Lady Ellen of Kedwin comes riding through the camp and rallies the men.
Every
Here,
single
take a little
word
glance
is
over
a fucking
our guest.
lie.
I thought we were still on the cheese-stealing whores.
No,
You
he said
eat
he
your
was.
dinner. Different story, yeah.
He said he'd continue that on the caravan tomorrow for me. When, yes, I can't hear it. Yes.
If you want a good story, I once went on a job. I was attacked by a plant. I set it on fire and hacked at its roots. The mayor tried to stiff me, and he learned his lesson. Vellis, a word.
That was almost a poem.
You actually see an older gentleman was like, "Well, that doesn't have the flair that the other man had." Like, you know what I'm talking about? You really didn't. It really didn't spin the yarn. You just kind of told a story. How big was the? Yeah. Well, another friend. How big was the plant? Like.
How big was it? I don't know. Imagine that giant tree, if you will. It doesn't matter. It was a vine.
Unsatisfied mutters as you walk away with Vellis.
With me?
Vellis, did you open the chest? When we're good, out of hearing.
Oh, I'm
distance.
finishing the story.
Oh, okay.
The story comes to its climactic end. I'm specifically adding details about Kedwin to see if our guest reacts. Like, this is a story about a Kedwin noble person doing something awesome and kind of saving the day.
There is no reaction.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, then it's a good story. Because I got a 27, the dice say it's a good story. Y'all can shut up.
Yeah. I'm the one running the game, and all I heard was an absolute message. Yeah, that was great.
You and me are on the same side.
Yeah.
It's this damn Witcher. He's a curmudgeon.
They hate us. Don't worry about it. But just ain't shit but hosts and tricks. So, as you walk away,
story finished. Getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
So how did it go?
It went. Chest. What did you see?
Wait, it went. Did you make a friend?
Probably. It's not the first time you've seen him crack a very forced smile. Like, he cracks one and he goes, and in the best attempt at a sarcastic voice that he can actually do, goes, sure.
Oh, good on you, lad. It's nice to see you meeting people. Maybe there's a lass in your future. Now, right. He hands the box back. Don't ever ask me to do nothing like that again.
What was in it?
Death.
You're alive, so I doubt that.
Well, the sensation of death. That sort of feeling you get when there's just bodies and rot and filth and the sort of thing that a wise man smells and runs because he knows ghouls aren't far behind.
Rennen, roll me an awareness check.
19.
What'd you get? Okay. As he's saying that, and you're just talking to him and looking at him, you kind of just kind of like around the back of his head. Like, now that he talks kind of animatedly, I imagine, Overthinker. I'm not too sure, but it's, yeah. There is a streak of white hair you never saw before.
Is it like, is it, okay, I gotta ask to make sure it's like I properly understand. Is it like a proper streak that runs from runs down the braid almost, or is it like, some white hairs?
It's a proper streak of white hair.
Oh. He hasn't noticed it yet?
Well, how could he?
There was some writing in there, too. And a little bird skull.
Interesting. Where is it now?
Pulls it out. Hands it back.
I'm going to open up.
I'm going to... As soon as he goes to do that, I'm getting out of there. Have fun.
Yeah. Rennen.
Mm-hmm.
While he's a good friend of Vellis, has faced many dead things in his life, you have faced far more. There's an odd, comfort to it. You understand death. You've come to terms with death. But for you, kind of like seeing an old friend. And it's not that off. I mean, you've almost died several times before, and it kind of just gives you almost the equivalent of a warm hug as you feel the light around you dim And the only light you can really see is coming from inside the box, and a brief script on the inside with the skull that he mentioned before. And you feel kind of warmer from the inside. Like someone is greeting you again. You haven't felt warm like this since you were a child. And the inscription on the inside in Elder Speech simply reads Bramble Hulk. I'll type it into general so everyone knows. And names have power. You know that. Whoever named this thing and inscribed this wrote the formula on the top, charmed whatever on the inside, and named this beast before placing that package inside of it. That was the finishing of the ritual.
Okay, I'm actually taking my notes right now.
Mm-hmm. And when you're done that, roll me an awareness check.
Okay, yet again. Modifiers?
No.
Okay. Oh, motherfucker.
What'd you get?
I fumbled.
Ooh.
Someone's enraptured by the sensation of death.
It feels so nice. It reminds me of Ash. It's a detail only our Fatespinner will get.
Absolutely. It's nice and warm. And honestly, even if it feels like death, what kind of evil could possibly come from something like this that feels so right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And if anything, that raven skull shouldn't be in there. It's a good trinket, if anything like that. I'd remove it personally.
I am gonna remove it from the box and stash it in my pants. I am gonna carry around the box still, though.
When you remove the skull from the box, the light immediately fades. And Vellis, I think as you're walking away, you hear a sharp crack. Like just barely loud enough to hear for you to hear it a few feet away. And Rennen, you watch as the actual chest itself, the small little chest, just cracks, and you see the top just shatter. Not shatter entirely, but just spider web across it. And the feeling of death is gone.
Is it fully broken apart?
No, it just cracked, like spider webbed all the way through it. Like whatever was, it's like if you tapped it on the top kind of relatively hard, it would just splinter into pieces.
Okay, that's kind of what I was asking. Is like, is this like a cracked glass that's still held together, but if you hit it hard, it's gonna be, yeah, cool.
And your talisman stops shaking.
Okay. I'm gonna Hazel and Vellis are probably gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna go up to one of the two, both of them actually. I'm like, I need something soft to hold this, and he's gonna show the chest.
Right, I'll save my toast, not alas.
Yes, I need soft.
Let me see. He'll kind of dig into his upper coat, and after a brief while, he will pull out a rather fine-looking handkerchief, and he'll hand it over. I don't suppose this would work.
No.
Oh,
Vellis
well,
takes a large loaf of bread, splits it in half, hollows out the middle. The crust will get hard in about a few hours. So you might want to add the handkerchief.
Your ingenuity knows no bounds.
I'm not sure I really want to get breadcrumbs all over the handkerchief.
It'll smell really nice.
You can wash the handkerchief.
It'll smell like fresh bread. Everybody loves fresh bread.
Fine, just as long as I get it back.
Love is a
Of
rather
course.
strong word, but yes, you will get your handkerchief back.
Oh,
And they'll
and
hand it over.
And Vellis, for your concerns, the magic is gone.
well,
Also-
I can't say I'm sorry about that.
Also, don't be around me the next time you look into a mirror. I don't need to deal with the noise that will come from you.
Vellis, Hazel.
Ah,
There Rennen doesn't have a lot of facial hair by any stretch. Pretty neatly trimmed. But it does seem to have a slight dusty of white at the end. A little bit. It wasn't there before.
Bleeding hells did you do?
did the both of you dye your hair while I wasn't looking?
Didn't know. Not even a little bit.
Hazel, please take him at least 20 feet away from me. I'll begin walking in the other direction now. And I'm gonna lightly toss Hazel my dagger to use as a mirror for Vellis.
Okay. Yep, he's gonna take the dagger, and he will take Velos. All right, well, let's go walking in the other direction then.
Vellis, what you see, your quite statuesque and wonderfully masculine face, is a streak of white. It's pretty thin going through your hair. Rather distinguished, honestly.
Oh. Oh, this is not over.
From the distance, you definitely
This
do
is
see
not
Rennen
over.
looking at you, giving a ever so slight smirk.
You know, Mr. Renfield, I've been thinking. Been doing a little bit of a think here. See, I paid that witch for a fair amount, but it seems like you did a lot of work when it came to killing that monster. How would you like a job?
For quick clarification, he never actually gave his last name.
Oh,
That's true.
Sorry, though.
Mr. Hazel, how would you like a job?
Well, I could always do with more funds for more of my hobbies. I suppose I could do with the work.
Excellent. Well,
Well, I
pulls
do
out
have to
some
ask,
coins. Yes.
how many coins are there?
Right now, he's holding 3.
He'll begin to reach out.
I'm so unimpressed.
What exactly would this job entail?
Nothing more dangerous than what we did today, if all goes as planned. Heck, nothing as dangerous.
Fair enough then. And he'll take the coins and pocket them. I suppose you can consider me as being on retainer then.
Much obliged. And if my companion should ask, that was his bonus. Good night to you, sir.
Well, good night to you as well. Get some good rest.
Aye.
And Hazel will actually begin wandering back towards the carriages.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see those two depart from each other, I will join Hazel.
All right.
Yeah, you're with Hazel. Yeah.
Sure.
Swordsman.
That was some decent fighting out there, even if I didn't actually see most of it, to be honest.
It was more than decent, especially from you. You did better than most would in your situation. And for that, you should be proud.
You actually see him like just a little stunned. He takes a moment to like blink and kind of come back to the forefront of his thoughts. Oh, well, thank you. It's rather high praise coming from a Witcher. Honestly, I felt a little embarrassed, almost getting myself eaten back there.
Good. It means you're learning.
Yes, well, I suppose I am. What exactly was that magic you were talking about earlier?
I have theories about it, but I'd rather not say until I have definite proof. Forgive me, but regular folk like to get crazy theorizing stuff that they don't know.
Ah, yes. I imagine many of the folks around here will have some inane assumptions about the forest shark.
Likely.
Quite the majestic creature, honestly. I didn't think I'd be coming into it myself, really.
Yeah, creature by the loosest of terms, but sure. Why did you come in this caravan?
Well, to be honest, I'm looking for someone. They disappeared without a word, much less a trace. And the last lead that I have to really look for them is, well, where we're all trying to head to right now. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what I'll find when I get there, but hopefully it'll be enough for me to go off of and find them, or at least their whereabouts.
How long ago did they disappear?
Well, it has really only been a year. I think it has. Maybe a couple months more beyond that.
Well,
Chances of
longer than I
finding them
predicted.
are slim, but not hopeless. Especially since you're around a Witcher. Keep one nearby and you'll find stuff just fine. Shame I'm
I
not.
suppose so.
Shame I'm not School of the Wolf. It would be much better for you.
Really? How do you suppose?
I've heard that they are better trackers when it comes to beasts and monsters. Sometimes people. My school, they're good at finding people and not bringing them back.
He like slowly nods, like, I see.
I do hope you understand that I am talking in rumors.
Right, of course. Nothing concrete.
The people of Nilfgaard would say that we are the best assassins. I, however, disagree. The majority of my schoolmates were foolhardy.
In what manner?
You don't know yet, do you? Are you from the north or the south?
From the north, Lyria.
I'll choose not to burden you then. You don't need to know why I'm good at what I do.
Well, I suppose not. And either way, you saved my life, so I'll choose not to pry too much further. I do appreciate your help, though.
I appreciate yours. And I appreciate you helping take care of the person who I am somewhat protecting.
Ah, the dwarf.
Rennen did not laugh. That is purely me. You do realize I'm not protecting a dwarf. Neither of the dwarves. Talking about Vellis.
Wait, I am so sorry. Is Vellis a human?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I took a look at that picture. I thought, oh yeah, that's definitely dwarf code.
I'm
No,
not
he's
the
6
only
foot
one.
3.
Okay, well that's deeply unfortunate. Actually, hang on. Quick question. I need to know real quick. How tall is he?
I described him as a giant of a man. 6 foot 3. And that build.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 5'6" Hazel here, like slow blinks one eye than the other.
You know, I think the fumes from that thing probably did a number on my mind. No, I meant yes, the Vellis,
Do you have plain
I'm so
clothes?
rather mercantile man.
Do you have plain clothes you can wear?
No.
Shame. I'm going to be huffing those fumes while you sleep.
Yes, probably. But, at least I'll be alive.
How do you feel about the girl? The one that you rescued?
He leans off to the side, up against one of the carriages, and chews his lip a little. Some of the campfire light flickering in the reflection of his spectacles. I'm not really sure what is there to think, really. Although I do find it strange that she actually came out on the other side of this alive. I think most people in this situation would have been long dead. Probably after 2-3 days, if even. She looks like she was in there for longer, though.
That does play into my theories.
You think she has some form of connection with the forest shark?
I'm going to ask a question that feels really pertinent to that question. How does Hazel know what a shark is?
Education. He also genuinely has a special interest in animals.
Okay, sure. I was just like, is there... do I have to go research if there are sharks in here? I go, no.
There could be sharks
Actually,
in
that's a good
Scalica.
question. Are there?
That's fair. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just like... Even the forest giraffe. I'm like, okay.
It's the forest hippo. Thank you very much.
Yeah, great. Pokemon is this? Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, her involvement can play into my theories. I'm not entirely sure yet. Has she spoken to you yet?
Honestly, beyond the one muttering of no, I really haven't heard her say much of anything else, and she hasn't really approached me at all since the events that have transpired.
Perhaps you should approach her. You were the one who rescued her, and the first friendly face you saw. Plus, you are more adept with people than I am.
Sometimes I wonder about that. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try.
Wait until tomorrow morning. Let her rest. Plus, you need some as well. So do I. And with that, Rennen is going to get up. He's going to walk over to where the dwarves are, and if they're still asleep, he's going to try to quietly take one bottle of booze from them.
So, question for the three of you. You know what? Actually, the three of you roll me awareness checks.
Oh, no.
What? You've been having pleasant conversation. And tell me what you got.
16.
Also a 16.
Ooh. 10. Wrong button with that, but 10.
You're good. So, as you're like, all right, time to get some shut-eye. You look over the encampment. Everyone is accounted for. Wait. Well, you don't see Elena. You don't see the girl either.
Motherfucker! Okay.
Well, I guess Hazel's gonna check the carriages real quick.
Where did I last see them?
Yelena was playing music while Vellis was giving his story, but when he stopped the story, she stopped the music. The last time you saw the mystery woman, she was in a lean-to, a little away from the fire listening, but you haven't seen her since the story ended.
Okay, I guess I'm going to be doing some more tracking.
What about you other two?
I figured Vellis was going to bed, so he's probably under one of the carriages. And yeah, on a 10, do I notice?
You do notice the other two looking around erratically. It's the equivalent of like you have 3 dogs and 2 of them notice something and the third one's like, oh, there must be something, and he starts looking too.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Yelena and the mystery lady, they're both unaccounted for. I won't exactly say missing until we've confirmed, but we haven't seen them since the story by the fireside.
Damn it.
And,
Damn it.
Hazel will go ahead and check the carriages just to make sure they didn't happen to, like, go into one of them to bed down.
They did not.
Oh, all right. That is worrying. It's very worrying. All right. Either of you have any ideas?
Like a cut through your consciousness, the 3 of you hear a scream, piercing through the night. And it's close. Far closer than you would like.
Oh, I run like hell.
And as you as you turn in the direction, you see off just a short way from the camp something dark, sickly, and glowing, in the shape of someone running away from it. As you see Yelena come running, stumbling into the camp, and her face is pale white. And she's pointing back, and she's like trying to like gather her breath, but she's hyperventilating, and she's pointing off towards the light.
Vellis leaps to his feet, butt naked.
Hazel will draw his blade in.
You just laid down the speed of this man. What is this fucking Jim Carrey for Bruce Almighty? He just went,
Hazel will go ahead and draw his blade, and he's gonna try and body block between Yelena and whatever the fuck is coming towards the camp.
It's not coming towards the camp. It's off in the distance if you want to run towards it.
How dark is it right now? I imagine like he can't really see that far in front of himself.
You can clearly see where this glow is coming from.
Cleaver in one hand, burned log as a torch in the other.
Okay, well, that works.
Yeah. Rennen, do you join them?
Oh, yeah. Gonna pull out my steel sword and dagger and charge.
Got you. As the 3 of you, 2 of you fully clothed, 1 of you probably wearing, I don't know, whatever was nearby.
Still got all the jewelry in my hair.
It's true. You leap off into the woods. And emanating a strong, sickly green light, you can clearly see the corpse that was on the riverbank floating in the air. And you can just barely make out its gnarled face. You can see the bones sunken in, and it just looks like it's just barely starting to rot as the glow from its eyes gets a little bit stronger and its hands are held up wide. And underneath this floating corpse, collapsed on the ground, is the girl in question. And with your eyes clearly shining in the sickly green light, you do see hanging from this corpse as well the same pendant the girl is wearing.
The unicorn?
As you don't see the unicorn, you just see the same shape of the pendant.
Okay.
You don't have that good eyes in this darkness. As the hands kind of stretch out towards the three of you, and you just hear this sickly howl come up from the inside of it as it screeches out towards you. Don't go near this place again. Don't go any further. Don't go any further. And the inside of it kind of just comes out from inside and swarms into together. And the corpse seems to like collapse on itself in a horrible sucking gulch and collapses into a pit on the ground in front of the girl.